Always remember.
Hello there, General Kenobi. Say it back, and welcome to episode 62 of the Determined Focus podcast. Happy Monday, everybody. It's me, Will, Focus Leader, joined by none other than Focus One, Grayson. And Grayson, we have a special guest.
We do have a very, very special guest. Kind of last minute or last couple hours. We have a good friend of the pod who has another pod. Jacob, Mr. Lightspeed Skipping himself. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. Thank you guys so much for having me on. It was unexpected to be on the pod tonight, or to be on the live show tonight. See, I'm so used to saying pod that it's like throwing me off already, but it's okay.
It's still a pod. It's just a live
pod.
Yeah.
You know?
There we go.
But,
it's a live pod.
Yeah, no, we're super stoked to have you here. Obviously, it only felt natural considering we did our rankings last week and you were trying to bribe us to put Rise of Skywalker at the number one spot, which, to be honest, if the money was higher, I probably would have done it. So,
listen, I don't know what you're talking about, Grayson. I was not trying to interfere with any election, any ranking. I'm innocent. These are just some insane allegations that I'm being hit with right out the bat.
Speaking of allegations, people are in the chat right now being like, everyone's like, Grayson's in HD. He's not a potato anymore. Sorry, you're welcome. I'm sorry. I don't know what you want me to say right now. Listen, maybe I can't control it, okay? It just happens sometimes.
He was aggressive negotiating, Limitless Nerd says about Jacob. That's pretty good.
Jacob, you should tell me because Will was not here. You should tell me what that person who quoted your tweet about your ranking said, because I think it's very funny.
No. Oh, do I
it's
have
funny
to?
because
No.
it's funny because it's just like it's like, I don't know. It's just, people are dumb, man. People are so funny.
So, anyone that knows me knows I've got some opinions on Star Wars. I'm not afraid of a Star Wars hot take. If you follow me, you know what I'm talking about. If not, don't worry, you'll probably find out at some point in the live stream, or in the pod if you're listening to it later. But basically, after Mando and Grogu, I saw everybody was posting their Star Wars rankings, like their updated ones. And I was like, you know what? Against my better judgment, I'm going to post my ranking just to like put it out there. This was like 5 days ago, and I hadn't checked like the quotes for any of like the post or anything like that. And so I checked it today. And some guy had ratioed me by saying, if this is your ranking, you must just hate Star Wars if you're putting Rise of Skywalker at number one. Listen, I understand.
I almost just spit out my water.
I know it's my favorite and no one else's. I'm totally okay with that, though. I promise.
Hey, I'm glad you're out here fighting the good fight. It's not my number one, but I do love the Rise of Skywalker. I was someone... Day one, when I walked out of that theater, I was like, I liked that. And I watched the second time and I was like, I still like that. And everyone around me was like throwing stones, being like, dude, what are you talking about? You know, like, I'm glad that I wasn't in one of those theaters where people like groaned with that, like the Rey Skywalker thing. Cause like, there's like those infamous clips, you know, people where they're like groaning at that stuff or whatever. And everybody's, you know, allowed to have their opinions and stuff. But I remember being like, oh, wow, that's like, I like that moment. Like that's a cool like subversion moment, and like I like that, you know. And I remember like when I think the Blu-ray or the 4K came out during COVID, and I remember I had to like go to Best Buy and get it like handed to me through the window, like like a drive-through. And I had the steelbook, and that steelbook is still sick, where it's them on the Star Destroyer, and Kylo is like sort of Spider-Manning. He's like got his lightsaber and he's like posed up, and then Rey's like this, It's
Dude,
sick.
I have that one too. My friend had it for like so long, and he does not like the Rise of Skywalker, but he knew that it meant a lot to me. And I always make a comment like, dude, I want that steelbook so bad. Like one of these days I'm going to get it. And it was my birthday one year and he gifted it to me. And then I went over to his house later on and I noticed that he didn't have episode 9 anymore. And I was like, well, I thought you had the steelbook. And he's like, I did, but I knew someone who would probably want it a little bit more. So that was cool.
That's awesome. So I got the Force Awakens steelbook, and then I got the Rise of Skywalker steelbook, but I actually had missed out on the Last Jedi one. I think I had just gotten like the Blu-ray or something for it. And so years later, I think after Rise of Skywalker came out, I found it in a Second in Charles or something.
Nice.
And I like snagged it. And so now I have the entire sequel trilogy in steelbook. The only one that I missed was Rogue One, and I'm unhappy about it. Because Rogue One, it's the one with the troopers in the water. It's like, and it had, like the Death Star's overhead, like, and it's on Scarif. I missed out.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's a cool one.
It is sick. It is sick. I'm sure we'll get into some hot takes here, but it's a slower week. I just found this out as we were rolling the intro, that there is a very interesting tidbit on StarWars.com that was dropped today. From the great Kristen Baver, and about Embo, and Dave dropped some little lore nuggets.
Okay.
So I was going to read that here in a little bit, but let's check in the chat because there's a lot of y'all in here. And yes, we are late. It's because that's what we do. That's what we do.
What do you want?
I was going to go to the top. I'm not doing that. I'm going to go from the bottom up because we've let too many messages fly by. Who am I going to? Oh my gosh, people are talking way too fast. Okay, I'm just going to bring people up. We got Noah, we got Gabby, we got Lainey, we got Marley, we got I Am Rolling, which said not my favorite movie, but I have respect for someone's Star Wars passion, and that's the best attitude, and that's why we love you. Thank you for being here.
Awesome.
And also, my internet was fine, by the way. Quit throwing strays at me, okay? We were working on something because we have another ranking to do today, and we forgot to do it. We got Limitless Nerd with all the homies. We're all friends here. Thanks for being here, buddy. We got AJ. We got HD GameTube. We got what is To the John saying? Is it LARPy or did Will mean Laney? What did you say?
Just move on.
We got Alexander Wilson, who has a pretty cold take about Rise of Skywalker. I disagree. I don't think it really set the franchise back at all. I think we're doing fine. How are you?
We're fine. How are you?
Dude, by the way, that is unironically one of the funniest jokes in Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
I remember people when Last Jedi came out, people were dogging about how it has like MCU humor and stuff. And then I went back and I watched A New Hope, and I'm like, bro, this is absolutely hilarious. And I'm like, this is like, to me, the whole like General Hugs thing, that is that to me. Like that's how I equate it. Anyway, what were you gonna say? What is
Will the best part of that bit is after the fact where when Han like shoots the thing, he's like, boring conversation anyway.
Yeah, it's awesome. Han is my goat. Han is my goat. Jedi Connor, by the way.
Dude, what's up, dude?
I didn't realize how big ballin' you were on TikTok. We followed each other, and this dude got a lot of followers on TikTok.
Dude, that happened to me like a couple weeks ago, where I was like, why am I not following Connor?
I thought I was. I know. He's great. All of them at Starlight Pod, him, Dagavir, and I'm blanking on the other guy that's part of it. You guys do great stuff. Last thing. Did you guys see that announcement about Matt Berry potentially being Herobrine? That's crazy.
It's wild.
Star Wars is so slow at the moment that we're talking about Minecraft. We need announcements. We need announcements. We need news.
We need
news.
announcements. Okay, I was gonna. Should I just share the article? Do we? Is there anything we want to talk about? We want to address first before. Will, you have a cool hoodie on.
Oh yeah. Civil Regime has a new Star Wars collection out. Hold on, give me a second.
You were like Palpatining right there.
I can't hear anything, but I am the Mandalorian.
That's pretty awesome, man.
And I can see through it. This is probably the coolest hoodie I have. And it's definitely the most designer-like. I feel like I am walking the streets of New York City. Where'd my hat go?
Sorry, give him time, guys. It's all right.
Found my hat. And we're back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
It's cool. I mean, it's really comfortable. It also has like giant mud horn on the side, and then there's a mud horn on the back too, which I can't flip around. But
do you have the other shirt close by or no?
No, it's downstairs. I have there's some Cad Bane merch in the store because they did a bunch of bounty hunter stuff, obviously for Mando and Grogu. But yeah, no, it's a very nice hoodie. It's a very nice hoodie. I will say something that I was not expecting is because it's like a full zip thing. The zipper is like 360. It's like a full around. So sometimes it gets caught on my beard. But other than that, it's a good hoodie.
You gotta shave. You gotta go bald.
No. Also, if we can, I have some pickups. If we want to do pickups before we get into
dude, I'd love pick. I feel like Jacob would fit in this too if we have any pickups.
Yeah, I got pickups. If that's okay.
Go for it, bro.
Okay. So this past weekend was Fan Expo Denver. I was there Saturday and Sunday. And got to see some cool artists. It's the local con for me. I would like to say, actually, I should probably bring it up. I would like to say I have to say thank you to Star Wars Insight, our fellow Focus Squadron member. He flies alongside us. He and I did trivia all day yesterday and walked around Fan Expo Denver for some trivia videos. We did it for like 4 hours, and he was a trooper. He held the camera the whole time, and he was my camera op for it. And he also, I'm going to send it to myself so we can pull it up on screen. Hey, we said it about Cole a while back when he took photos with Rosario. Who else did he take a photo with? Did he take a photo with Hayden? And he was wearing it? I don't remember. But
I don't remember.
I don't remember. I know he did one with Rosario. But if you guys are nice enough to get like Focus Squadron merch, which is very nice of you to do regardless, and then you wear it to a photo op, it is probably the coolest thing in the world for us. So I'm going to pull this up. He got the Focus Squadron specific members only shirt with his focus number on the bottom and wore it for a photo op with Sam Witwer. And that's just about the coolest thing in the world to me.
It's sick, dude.
Like
you were hanging out around that booth already anyway, right? Like,
so Steph and I were walking by and I looked up and I saw him like in Sam's line, which Sam's line was long all weekend. Like it got capped off a bunch throughout the weekend of like, hey, we legally cannot have more people in this line. So it was Sam was right next to at one point he moved, but Sam was right next to Matt Wood, David Collins, and Vanessa. So they were like all in a line, which was really cool. But here's the pick. Sorry, Jacob. Oh wait, here I can do this.
You're good.
Actually.
I think it just does that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, awesome.
Look at this guy. That's so sick.
He's in the chat too. Thanks for being here, buddy.
Dude, he's the best. He is the best. And all of the trivia videos, all 30 trivia videos that we did are all thanks to him holding the camera. So it was very nice of him to do. He came in clutch. He clutched up for Focus Squadron this weekend. But for pickups, speaking of David Collins and Vanessa Marshall, I brought this poster and got 2 signatures on it.
Oh,
And,
that's awesome.
David Collins wrote Booshkadoo on it, and
Nice.
Vanessa Marshall wrote "You've Had Another Vision," and then like did this whole thing with like a bunch of different colors. But in canon, Booshkadoo is spelled the way it's supposed to be spelled in the captions, because I was talking to David and he was like, yeah, we had a captions meeting. Like I got an email and he was like, hey, can you be at this meeting for Star Wars, like for Shadow Lord to do the captions? And he was like, yeah, sure. And one of the first questions when he like loaded into the call or like into the room or wherever it was, how would you spell Booshkadoo? And he was like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, when it drops, and Spybot says Booshkadoo, we need captions for that. And he was like, okay. So he just wrote it down on the paper of how it's spelled. So it is literally spelled Booshkeeedoo. That is the canon spelling of Spybot's.
Oh, so it's
Booshkadoo.
Booshkidoo, not
Booshkidoo.
Booshkadoo.
Yeah, Booshkidoo.
Oh, okay.
But I plan to get the rest of those signatures for a lot of the cast at Rebel ScumCon, which will be great. So I got that, and then I'm an Atla nerd. Everybody knows that. So I got some really cool Atla prints because my wife and I are big Atla fans, and so is my sister-in-law. But dude, look at this Zuko Iroh print.
That's
that's awesome.
insane.
Dude, really cool. And it's got like him feeding the turtle ducks on one side, and then like they've got the Dance of the Dragons down here. This is obviously their tea shop. We've got a Korra right here, which is really cool. I know Korra's a little hot topic, but and then we've got 5 of the avatars. We've got Roku. We've got
That's
Korra,
the original Avatar, right? In the middle.
I forget what his name is all of the time.
He's voiced by Steven Yeun.
And Kyoshi of like all 4 avatars, but these are sick. And then one more print. Shout out to Mike Lorenzo, who is actually, I found out, my neighbor in Colorado. Yeah. I was at
No
his booth,
way.
and I saw this on the wall, and I was like, oh, dude, that's sick. And then I showed one of his buddies my tattoo, because I have Lego Boba Fett tattooed on my leg, and was like, oh, look at this. And he was like, yo, Mike, look at this. And he came around his booth and he was like, oh, what let's show me Star Wars tattoo. And I showed him, he's like, oh, what? And he just handed me the print. And I was like, oh, no, you don't need to do that. He's like, no, whatever. And I got talking to him. He was like, are you local? And he was like, yeah, from Westminster. And I was like, oh, really? That's awesome. Colorado. That's great. That's like right in the area of where I am. Fantastic. And then I found out like right around the same, like we shop at the same supermarkets. Crazy, but very nice guy. Ended up giving me this print.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's sick.
And then
you're also,
what?
Will, you need to defend yourself. You're getting called out saying that your favorite is Admiral Zhao.
I have nothing to say to at LARPy buyers. Okay. Shout out to BB Create, who gave me this Darth Denver,
sick.
Which is really cool. And he's holding a little Coors, because the Coors plant is in Golden, Colorado. And then last but not least, I got this because the GOAT, Charles Soule, was there.
Oh, he was there?
And
he
it's signed.
Oh,
and it's signed.
Awesome.
And Jacob, I'm so sorry, Grayson. This is actually for you. So this is the last thing I picked up. So
I already have one. Keep it for yourself, dude.
I know, but this is signed, so we can trade. I got you the one that's signed.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude, that comic is so good.
It's really so good. And he's also a really nice guy.
Favorites.
Like we chatted for a little bit, but it was great. And I do have to say, Vanessa Marshall is the nicest person in the whole world. Talked to her a bunch over the weekend. She's from Colorado originally, and it was very nice to see her. She's the best, and she's going to be at Rebel ScumCon, which was fantastic. And then the day before, it's not really a pickup. I did get to go to the Maul Shadow Lord panel with Sam, Matt Wood, David Collins, and Vanessa. And I've got some clips from that to talk about later on that we can talk about if we want to. And then some stuff to post throughout the week. But yeah, it was a fun 2 days. It's usually 4 days. I didn't go all 4 days because we all lit a fire on our PTO over the last month.
This is
doing
true.
Star Wars stuff. So we had a lot of stuff going on, but it was fun to go to the con. It's always fun to be at a convention and like bump into people.
I'm
about
bummed
Star
that I
Wars.
missed it because it would have been really nice to go. And I was saying before the stream, I'm like, in retrospect, I very easily could have gone. And
Yeah.
it just like I thought I had something planned and then I didn't. And so but it seemed like it was a really fun time. But Jacob, before I don't have like a ton of like pickup. I have a couple things that are like, they're on the way. They're not here. I have a couple things, but do you have any like cool little things that you've gotten recently?
So there's two things I really want that I'm probably going to be hopefully getting in the not too distant future. I'm not a big Funko Pop guy. I know that I got the Mara Jade Funko Pop in LA whenever I went to go see Mando at the premiere. I went to the Funko store before and I just checked it out and I got the Mara Jade one. But I really want the Rod of the Hutt one that comes out in like a few days. Yeah. And there's also one for the Amani, which I want to get and put next to like my Legend.
It does look really cool. That was a cool one.
Really good. I guess my biggest thing that I've gotten, and this was like a couple weeks ago by this point, or at least it feels like a couple weeks ago. I'm a big Lego Star Wars guy, and so I got the home one.
Nice.
I'm gonna try to show it off, but this set was so much more fun than I thought initially it was going to be to build. But honestly, like I love the design, like in universe of like the Mon Calamari ships. Like they look so cool. No one else feels that way, but I love those ships so much.
They are though. They're so OT coded, man. Like it's awesome.
There's one side that pops off, and you can see like the interior. I don't know which one it is, and I don't want to. Oh wait, I got it.
There you go.
It's hard. It's gonna be hard to see the inside, but like the front, there's like Easter eggs, like Admiral Akbar, and there's like an A-wing, and then there's like Hera and Ahsoka in the back.
Oh, that's cool that they're like little studs, you know?
Yeah, it's really cool. But this set was awesome. I built it while watching the end of Return of the Jedi a couple weeks ago.
Nice,
and it was an awesome time. So this is probably like the biggest Star Wars pickup that I've had, somewhat recently. Because going to see Mando kind of fried my bank account a little bit.
Yeah.
So I kind of have been reserving my funds to go see Mando again and again and again. I'm actually going for a sixth time probably tomorrow.
A sixth time?
A sixth time. Yeah.
Insane.
I haven't even seen it a third time, dude.
I was about to say, I've only seen it twice. I'm seeing it one more time, but that's probably the last time that I'll see it, I think.
What's up, Slug?
I saw Force Awakens 10 times back in like 2015. The most I've ever seen a movie in theaters. This is crazy. And if you're in the comments or in the chat and you've seen a movie more than this, I would love to know what movie it was. The most I've ever seen a movie in theaters was actually The Dark Knight Rises, summer 2012. I saw that movie 17 times in the theater. Is it that good? No. But
you beat me. I only saw it 8 times. It was
like so much fun.
You saw it over double the amount of times I saw it. That's crazy.
Dude, I don't know to this day how I saw it that many times.
That's crazy.
I think the movies that I've seen the most in theaters is either The Force Awakens or Spider-Man No Way Home. I want to say I watched Force Awakens I want to say close to 10 times in theaters. I watched it a lot. And then I think I saw No Way Home. God, dude. I mean, like it probably like 12 times. Like oh my God. Like
how many times did you see Multiverse of Madness?
One time. I saw now this is my biggest crime in life is that I saw Thor Love and Thunder 3 times.
I remember you telling me that where you're like, I'm going again. And I was like, hey man, why?
Wait, Thor we didn't even know each other then.
I'm pretty sure we did.
No, that
Thor
was
Love and Thunder?
That was 2023. I was still at Disney.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, we didn't know each other at that time.
Oh, maybe you were telling me about it, and I think so. I'm like, I vividly remember hearing a story about you going to see Love and Thunder more than the allotted one time for every.
No, I saw it the first night with my dad, and then I was like, oh, I look kind of, I like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then I got home that night, and my sister comes into my. I was visiting. I was coming from out of town, so I was visiting my house. I was like, I used to work for Disney, and so anyway, came back home to visit, and she's like, knocks on my door, or whatever, and she's like, oh, like what have you guys been doing? And I was like, oh, Dad and I went to go see Love and Thunder. And she was like, what? Like, 'cause she likes Ragnarok a lot. And she was like, I wanted to go see it. Or I want to go see it. And I'm like, I literally just got back from watching it. Like, and I was like, I'm like, okay, well, like I'll get to see my sister often, especially right now. Like, I should probably get, like, she wants to do this thing, I'll go see it with her. And so me and her and her friend, we all went to go see it, and I straight up fell asleep in the middle of the movie. Like I really once it got about halfway through, I fully passed out, and I woke up like with
back-to-back viewings of Love and Thunder is insanity.
Well, I didn't see it again that night, but I went the next day. But it was still,
I thought you meant like you were like, she was like, oh, I want to see it, and you just teleported back to the theater. And
no, God, no.
That's what I thought too.
No. And then I came back to Florida, and my roommate was like, oh, I want to go see it. And I was like, and we didn't get to like hang out a lot. And I was like, sure, let's go see it. And I was like, holy crap, I don't want to see this movie anymore, dude. Like, I'm so over it, you know? Like, so
I'm assuming you don't like Thor Love and Thunder?
Not anymore. The first, I think I would have, I like John was like, does seeing Love and Thunder 3 times make you appreciate it? No, it made me despise it. Like, I think if people like that movie or like don't like it, I probably can.
The value of that movie depreciates every watch.
Yeah, it's like, now there's things in that movie I like, but most across the board, like it actively made me like this. Yes, I was.
DCP, baby.
It's you got to do the 2-finger point. But what was I about to say? It made me like Ragnarok less. Like, I was like, oh wow, this was the stones that built the castle that is Thor: Love and Thunder. You know?
See, I already did not like Ragnarok. I liked it once when I saw it back in 2017, and every rewatch I'd had of it since that initial one, I just liked it less and less and less. And I know that's like an unpopular opinion again, but like, I don't know. I was not excited for Love and Thunder, but I went in wanting to give it like the benefit of the doubt. And that movie was just not for me. I was going to say, if you liked it, Grayson, I was going to be like, look, I like Rise of Skywalker. I'm not going to say anything.
No,
but
no. That is not a Marvel project I am willing to defend or die on that hill.
No.
Anyway, I cut you off. You got the home one. Okay.
You're good. I got the home one. That was like the biggest purchase I think I've had. I'm trying to. Oh, I wish I had them to show. They're on the shelf behind me, and you can't even see them in like the frame. But I got.
There you go.
I guess if I can kind of point, they're sort of behind the Kylo Ren helmet because I'm running out of shelf space, like notoriously. But
the streets have been saying you are running out of shelf space. That's what the streets have been saying.
It's so bad. It's a serious problem. My birthday is coming up, and my mom was like, what do you want? And I was like, you know what I want? I want like new shelves, like new bookshelves, like
that's
everything.
That's a good adult ask for your birthday.
Yeah.
That's a great adult ask.
Dude, if I told that to like 10-year-old me, he'd be like, dude, what are you doing? Like, that's what you're excited about now?
Yeah.
But I got
what are you gonna in 20 years? What are you gonna want for your birthday? Shelves.
I got I have like some other ones.
Also, the shelves behind you on the left are sick. I love those.
Oh, thanks, man.
Those are awesome. The ones that's not me.
There he is. There he is. Which shelf?
The ones you have in the above your other one. The ones that are like on the wall, those are sick.
These? Yeah. Those I've had like forever. Those were in my room whenever I lived with my parents, and they've just kind of traveled with me ever since.
Yeah, nice.
My wife ended up getting me the big one over here that has like all my stuff on it. But they're great shelves. I just need more space because I'm somehow as big as those shelves are, I'm still running out of space.
Right,
but
right now I am looking up excuses to get rid of stuff because I'm like I need to like I last year was bad about buying things that I just really didn't need. Just didn't need.
Yeah, I'm kind of reaching that point now to where I'm like, if I buy this, like, where am I going to put it? Like, I love Lego Star Wars, but I don't know where I'm going to put more Lego Star Wars if I buy it. So it's like, it's a serious problem. But I did get, and I already had like paperbacks of these, and these are Legends books from the expanded universe. But Kevin J. Anderson's Jedi Academy trilogy. Initially, when I read them, I thought they were fine. But the more I've thought about them since like reading them like last year, the more I've like really just kind of like fallen in love with these books and just really appreciate them and just have a lot of fun with them. So much so that Kevin J. Anderson for Star Wars Day was doing a sale on his website, and he was like, "Hey, I've signed a bunch of like paperback copies of like these if anybody wants them." And I was like, "I want them." So I bought
I am
all three books. I got all three books signed, and they're on the shelf behind Kylo Ren's helmet over there.
Sick.
You won't be able to see it on camera, but they're probably like the coolest. It's probably the coolest Star Wars purchase I've made outside of the home. You know, no, it's better than the home one, I think, because it's a little bit more like personal.
I'm a sucker. I mean,
cool.
obviously with, you know, and I am the LARPer here because half of these books less than half of these books I have not read. I'm getting there right now. I this is not necessarily a pickup, but right now I'm bouncing back and forth between two books.
Woo!
Into the Dark,
Both bangers, both great. Both are great.
But yeah, I've actually never read a Claudia Gray book, but I've been really craving High Republic. Like I just wanted something different. This I was liking, and then it kept flipping perspectives like every 3 pages, and I'm like, holy moly! And I'll be honest, I'm not vibing with Prince Xizor, dude. I kind of hate the guy. Like I'm just like, dude.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, he is a villain. He's a bad guy.
Like in my opinion, here's my hot take: Prince Xizor, while iconic, is just Thrawn if he was a criminal and was a misogynist. Like that's pretty much it. Because he's like really good at kung fu and he's really smart and he's like, I have also some other pickups too. I was like, I'm just like, dude, like, and he's like, oh, also he's just like creepily looking at women or being like, oh, my pheromones. I'm like, shut up, dude. I'm like,
yeah, he's not a good person.
No, which I'm like, is, and I don't think he dies in this either. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's a comic that follows.
No spoilers for a great Star Wars book.
Okay, I mean, I'm gonna keep going. It's like
I
like the Luke stuff.
Well, I don't want to say. Were you saying no spoilers for like? I just saw the chat that Grayson put on the screen
for Shadows of the Empire. As Jacob would say, billions must read.
Oh,
that is true. I quote that all the time.
Well, dude, I didn't come up with that. I wish I could take credit for it. Truthfully speaking, I heard it from Dan Star Wars Centralized, and then I had just seen it on Twitter a bunch of times, and I was like, well, I mean, like, hey, I read Star Wars books, billions must read. And it's just become like a thing. It's like a part of my vocabulary now. Like I say it probably at least like 5 times a week by this point. It's crazy. But Shadows of the Empire is good. I like it more as like a multimedia thing, like the games and the comics and the soundtrack. My plan is to do a Star Wars movie
and Luke Skywalker's outfit and Luke Skywalker's outfit and Luke Skywalker's outfit.
Will got that hot toy so fast. He's so stoked for that hot toy. You're gonna have to make room for that, by the way.
Oh, it's going right there. Okay, are you kidding me? It's going right there.
Yeah, dude. Star Wars Centralized does make great content. He is the freaking man. He's awesome.
Awesome guy.
I would love to bring this up if I can. At Spectre 6 1423 says, I'm starting to read more of the books. I just recently purchased the Star Wars Archives book for episodes 1 through 3 and a New Hope novelization. Do we want to all go around and just give one rec if we were like, hey, if you haven't read this Star Wars book, read this Star Wars book?
Yeah, dude.
Grayson or Jacob, do you guys want to start?
Jacob we talk about this just off the pod, off record pretty often. I think he should take the lead here.
Okay.
Okay, so there's two routes you can go: canon and legends. With canon, I would say High Republic is a great place to start. Light of the Jedi is an excellent book. It's one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Star Wars book of all time, or books of all time, whatever. Beyond that, with canon, I would say find a character that you're interested in. If you like Thrawn, there's actually 2 canon Thrawn trilogies that you can read. If you like Padme, there's a whole Padme trilogy that you can read. If you like characters like Ventress and Quinlan Vos, Dark Disciples, right there. There's a lot of good options for canon. I would say I read through it in chronological order, but really I would recommend maybe start by picking a character that you're interested in and kind of going from there, or an era, whatever you want to say. But for Legends, before the expanded universe, the Thrawn trilogy, great starting point. Everyone's going to suggest it. But man, X-Wing is goated. X-Wing is such a good series pretty much all the way through. It's phenomenal how good these books are. Like they have
you've been putting me on X-Wing. Like I just ordered the full set of X-Wing novels because you've been talking about, and I'm like, I'm someone who I don't vibe. Like when I get, I there's a lot of Star Wars books where when it gets to space combat, I like actively dread it. Where I'm like, because I have a really hard time like thinking about 4 dimensions in like a narrative way, where I'm like, Luke did a barrel roll and then a nosedive and then veered to the left and then, you know, blah, 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 and dusted a TIE
Jacob,
fighter and
the better
whirl around.
You get to know Grayson, the more you're going to get texts from him of like, hey, I'm reading this page. I don't understand the physics of how this laser hits this thing. Like that's all. And it will take him 48 hours to get through that page.
In Grayson's defense, I struggle with that a little bit too. So I totally get it. And because like that was one thing that like whenever I read Star Wars books back in high school, sorry, I feel like my AirPods are going in like 2 different directions and it's giving me like tauntaun horns. It's ridiculous. But I was gonna say, back in high school, I remember there was one Star Wars book. I can't remember what it was, but it was driving me insane because I couldn't keep track of like stuff like that, like we were talking about with space battles. And I think that where like the X-Wing books succeed is that they're very character driven above all else. Like there is a plot, they have a main plot and like a main story and stuff, but you really kind of fall in love with a lot of the characters, or you easily get annoyed by like one of them, but like you love to like still read about them, you know. I know that people aren't the highest on Corrin a little bit, but I don't mind them. But the books are great. They're really fun reads above all else. And the audiobooks, there's a lot of unabridged audiobooks for the X-Wing stuff and a lot of like Starfighter stuff. So if you have trouble kind of like concentrating and like trying to figure stuff out, because I know that I've been there too, the audiobooks are a great place to kind of like get into Star Wars books. Plus they have really good production. Like the sound effects and stuff are insane.
Dude, Mark Thompson, Jonathan Davis. No. Like Jacob set the table right there. Now we're feasting off of it. But yeah, I mean, all 3 of us here are going to vouch that, like, if you are someone who struggles to read a book, like, pick up a book of your choosing, find a character. I would say either find a character or find a topic, right? Because, the Star Wars buffet is very widespread, you know? And
especially within books.
Absolutely. Like, and that's why I think being a Star Wars book reader makes me appreciate these different kinds of projects, you know? So find if you want to either go with like Legends or canon, and then figure out a character. But those I think are great recommendations. I'm not going to go crazy. I think I'm just going to have like a canon and a Legends pick. But Will, do you have a canon and a Legends that you would recommend?
I feel like our canon pick might be the same.
I've got other choices.
Okay. A book that Grayson and I love, Jacob, I'm sure you are also a big fan of this book after just knowing you as a person. Shadows of the Sith is
OG of Festoon mentioned. I'm sorry, Will. It was right there. It was right there. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. I teed you up for an Ochi dunk and you slammed it. That's a great book. As we were talking, as both Jacob and Grayson said, of like, if you want to just pick a character and go with that, as somebody who is a huge Luke Skywalker fan, that it is such great canon Jedi Master Luke content. It's phenomenal. And then another book that came out with a very detailed edition, the deluxe edition, special edition, if you will, the Star Wars special edition of the Revenge of the Sith novelization came out this past year. And that's I mean, I feel like that's a book that if you're like, I want to read a Star Wars book, that's a pretty good book to go with. Some other just out there takes that I don't think people talk about enough. I really love the Certain Point of View Empire book. Those short stories are really great in there. Also, I keep this book on my desk. I got this a couple years ago because I know in the comment it was talking more about like the behind the scenes book. If you are looking for a behind the scenes book and you are a fan of Shadows of the Empire, dude, this is the coolest book of all time. This is all of the behind the scenes stuff and how they went through and did all of the multimedia project. It is phenomenal. There's concept art in here. There's a lot of really cool stuff. I cannot recommend this book enough. If you are a fan of Shadows of the Empire or are just like, oh, I just want to know what this story is about and how this weird thing in the 90s that turned into like what Star Wars ended up being in a way for the prequels and for the 90s and early 2000s. This book is foundational for that. And like, dude, look at all that. Even goes into like the toys of the multimedia stuff. Like it's
that artwork of Dash is awesome.
Vader right there and Zizor. Like, come on, dude. It's so sick. Cool. There's a really cool Luke concept art piece in here, but that's the one that I always say. And the number one book that I will always recommend is Kristen Baver's 100 Star Wars Objects. It is my favorite Star Wars book. You can flip through that at any point and just close your eyes, open a page, and learn something really cool about an object in Star Wars from any point within the timeline and canon. And it's a blast. And Kristen Baver is also the GOAT. So those are my fun recommendations.
I feel like I should probably get like a
Star Wars.
Huh?
I gotta line up.
Whoa. Where did you get that?
I was trying to like do a bit with this Ochia Bestoon blade. I feel like I scared Will for a minute.
No, so I was like, I honestly forgot that you owned that, and I was actually starstruck because that's literally it.
It's actually custom made. It's the
they did
the Disney one that's really cool, but
I regret not getting the Disney one because I read Shadow of the Sith after it came out, but the Disney one like glows and stuff, and I'm like, bro. Also, getting into a hot, and I'm gonna loop back to my books here in a second. My hot take is that the dagger scene makes perfect sense. The idea that that there's this time I'm like, do we know about the Force? Okay, and prophecies and how people can predict the future. They made that dagger. Palpatine was like, thought about it, knew that felt right, and guess what? Knew at the exact moment that Rey was going to be there. He didn't have to know. It wasn't a science thing. It was all dark side intuition. That's literally all it is. You don't need to think about it any further. It is the most Star Wars thing on the planet. Think about how much stuff in Star Wars does not make sense. That dagger is literally chief among them. It's not that big of a deal. Anyway, just
Grayson, can we get that we've become friends? This is wonderful.
Grayson, can I get a clean Rank Ferric line read for what that hot take was? Because there's no way I'm not clipping that.
What do you want me to say? Like,
here's my hot take for the Rise of Skywalker.
Okay, all right. Here's my hot take for the Rise of Skywalker. There you go.
Fantastic.
Clip it. Okay.
Whoa! He's got a knife!
It's like Ochi running through the house. What do you have? A
knife!
Palpatine's like,
my favorite Ochi thing ever is the panel from that one Vader comic where he kicks open the door. He's like, I'm Ochi of Bestoon. And then
Yeah.
the next panel is just him getting punched. He just gets
Yeah.
decked
Yeah.
like immediately. It's so good.
He's
Wait,
such a-
guys,
Greatest
we have-
Star Wars character of all time.
We actually have something like pretty big to talk about. There's a new Star Wars book that's coming out, Star Wars Legacy.
It's true. Should we talk about that in a second? While I do?
I want to pitch to the crew. Do we think that we're being baited with the title and the cover art for the book and the description of the book, and it's actually just a story about how Ochi got the Bastoon legacy?
This is the way that we are going to get more Ochi content in 2026 ABY.
In the Big
I could not be more excited.
2026
Let's go.
ABY is insane.
By the way, here's another hot take. Not really a hot take. The Bastoon Legacy is a sick ship. I love that ship.
It
I think
is.
it's
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool.
There's a
I love
knockoff
it.
Lego set of it that I want so bad. But
Really?
for some reason it costs like $300 despite being a knockoff. So I'm not paying for it, but I think it's really cool.
All
that
the
you can
pieces
build
are
it if you
sourced
want.
from Exegol.
Maybe
why
that's
it's
why
so
it's so expensive. They have to like pay to like ship the parts.
They got to
And
use a
they're evil. I mean,
wayfinder
it
instead of a
makes sense.
shipping,
Wait, I gotta-
like a shipping code.
Okay, let me pull up my stuff real quick. Okay, I have.
The UPS guy is just like holding the way. He's like, "What? How am I supposed to?"
Is this
like-"
yours?
You're gonna see my thighs here, guys. I'm sorry.
Ew.
I have two very. Oh, I'm not. Should I say this? You know the word about the quiche, the quiche. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Should I? I've been getting that guy on my feed, but I don't. I feel like I'm gonna get flagged if I say the actual.
Probably.
Word, so
Probably.
I'm probably not gonna say it. It's peak and it's niche and it's cinema. And so when you put that together, it's I can't say it. I wish I could. It's so funny. Just look up peak cinema and niche, and you're gonna find it.
It's a wombo combo. It's just
It's
a wombo.
all one word. All
Yeah.
right. So I have I'm gonna just bring up these two book recs because you did some behind the scenes stuff. My canon recommendation is one that does not get recommended a lot. Will, you took the Shadow of the Sith one. That is like this right here is kind of my grail of like favorite Star Wars novels right here. I kind of have them categorized. I have like Old Republic there, short stories there, post Return of the Jedi there, Bantam stuff, High Republic, like all OT era. One of my all-time favorites by someone who I cannot wait to get to more of his stuff in the High Republic is it's a young readers, but it doesn't really read like a young readers at all, is Star Wars Dark Legends by George Mann. Have you read this, Jacob?
That one? Okay, so I have not read that one, but I guess I haven't read all of canon. I didn't know that existed actually. However,
so this is the Target exclusive version. So there's 2 or 3 more short stories in this one.
okay, his High Republic stuff though that he wrote, I want to make sure that I want to make sure I'm talking about the right ones, but I'm pretty sure I know which ones he wrote.
He did some of the YA books.
Yes, I'm looking.
He did.
It up.
It was
did Tears of the Nameless. Yes, dude, and all the Eye of Darkness. Yes, his High Republic books, elite tier. They're so good.
Really?
Battle of Jeddah, the audio drama, that one goes crazy. Oh,
yeah,
dude.
I got a lot to catch up in High Republic, but this book blew me away. Basically, it is each chapter is a different short story that is, I would say, dark side or horror inspired. It's not like gonna keep you up at night sort of stuff, but it's definitely like the darker corners of the galaxy. Both in and it's a lot of, I would say, like it's good like Halloween stories, but truthfully, there's some really cool lore in here. And each chapter, like I was just like, this is lore, bro. Like this is awesome. Like I was addicted. And they're just like the way it's written is it's so easy to paint the image in your mind, and that's when a book excels for me. Is of like when the scene comes to life. And for me, this one, every chapter, every scene came to life so vividly. So this is my canon recommendation because I think it's very accessible. I read this in an afternoon. Like that's how fast I read this one. So, and I mean, look, like the pages are like they're like this, you know. There might be 100 words a page, or maybe not even, you know. So it's very quick. My Legends pick, however, in lieu of Maul Shadow Lord, is Michael Reeves' Darth Maul Shadowhunter.
Ooh.
This book, especially the audiobook by Sam Witwer, the unabridged, is phenomenal. It is so good, and especially when Sam Witwer is reading it, he crushes all these characters. And to be honest, it still fits pretty well into canon, I would say.
I'm so excited to read that one.
It's so fun, dude. It's so fun. Like true, like that one is. I remember like finishing that one. I'm like, wow, like that could have been a movie. Like, and I think that's for me when Star Wars books hit their peak is when I'm reading it and I'm like, oh, I get why people wanted these to be movies when they were like in the 90s with the Thrawn trilogy and stuff. Like, I like the Thrawn trilogy. I think that's a great place to start. Another Legends pick that like is kind of a gimme that none of us mentioned is Darth Plagueis. It is one of the most cliche, like painfully cliche ones to recommend, but it is that good. It truly is. James Luceno is cooking with that one. It is so definitive to the prequels, to the dark side. It's like, and especially after Acolyte with the Plagueis ties into that, like if you want to know more about Plagueis, even though there's some contradictions there, it's so good. I'm
excited to get to that one too. I've actually
you haven't read Plagueis?
No, I have not. I know. Breaking news, Star Wars.
That's shocking. That's crazy. So you haven't read all 3 of my recs. You have not read.
So, and which is why I'm glad you said them. It's great. No, so once I finished canon. Well, I thought I had finished canon, and then you gave me another recommendation, which I haven't read. But I'm glad to know that exists. That's awesome. And I will gladly be picking it up. But I was going through the EU after I was done with canon, and I wanted to get everything like after Return of the Jedi done first, because I feel like that's what a lot of people talk about, like the new Jedi Order. Like right now I'm on Fate of the Jedi. Someone asked me in the comments earlier what I think about it. I think it's fine right now. It's definitely like picking up with from where it was. Yeah. But once I'm done with everything there, I'm going to go kind of moving back and read like all the Old Republic stuff and then make my way to like Plagueis and like all of that stuff. So that's my plan. But I'm so excited to read that one because everyone I've talked to has told me that like it's like one of the best Star Wars books like ever.
I mean, that and Revenge of the Sith are like are kind of the gold standards. The ones that like I think that people recommend a lot that I still have not read, other than X-Wing, is the Bane trilogy, and that's something that I plan on reading later this year. Because I am like a dark side. I love reading about the dark side. It's like the lore and with the Sith and everything, and like it's at such a cool time period where like it's the end of the Old Republic. Like and that's also why I like the High Republic, is I do love stories when they're detached from the main saga, you know, like now eventually I love like I like stories set in the like the prequel trilogy and the original trilogy, but like it's fun when you get a story that's like a little bit far removed, you know. So also Plagueis has a lot of ties to a lot of other prequel books. Like there's a part in Plagueis that directly ties into Shadowhunter. Like Shadowhunter happens in the middle of Plagueis. So there's like Cloak of Deception happens in the middle of it. A few other books that like all that kind of intertwine into like and they connect to the comics and stuff too. It's really fun. But yeah, that's kind of my recommend. But also like a lot of the fun, like the source books and stuff. I mean, I probably can show it real quick if I'm not like. I have a full shelf right here of just like source books and stuff. Like these are all my tabletop RPG stuff. I have encyclopedias. I've got like. So, and these are the archives books right here, the lightsaber books, 100 objects. Like, so there's like, just pick something up that sounds cool. Like, now I will say someone earlier recommended, or not, didn't recommend, they were like that that Jedi Battle Scars. Don't read that one. Don't read that one.
Unless you're a big fan of the Jedi games.
Maybe, I don't even know if I'd recommend that.
I don't know. That one.
I have it. I am now. I started it. then I asked multiple people. Shout out Alex Lezio and also Sunny in the chat, and everyone was like Sunny. Her and I don't have like one-to-one takes on a lot of Star Wars books and stuff. She told me it's the worst Star Wars book she's ever read. Like, and it's like it actively doesn't add, like it doesn't really break any new. There you go. It doesn't add anything new. And it does some very weird stuff that, like, it's just, if you love the Mantis crew and you love Cal Kestis and you love all of them, like, it does more harm to those characters than good from what I know. Like, I read what happens and I was like, oh my god. If you want, judging it, if you want to read it, you go for yourself. You can judge it yourself. But like, there's some like insane stuff. You're just like, like, it's a very cool time period for the the Mantis crew. Like, I love Fallen Order and Survivor, and they could have done so many cool things with that story of like making it essential reading. And it, from what I know, it is just not that.
I hit a point with that book to where I almost contemplated just moving on. Like, it takes a lot for me to like DNF a book. It just, like, I don't want to finish it at all. I'm just gonna move it to my shelf.
This is that so one. She's like, guys, I'm so nice, but this book sucks.
I feel like I'm known online as the guy that has nice things to say about pretty much every Star Wars thing. And you know, my mom told me growing up, if you got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. And I'm just gonna say, you know what? If you want to read it, go for it. I don't recommend it.
Yeah, there you go. Like, and this is also to be clear, like, I have not actually read the book, but like, I know enough about it where I'm like, I'm good. I don't need to read that. Now, I do hope we get some more Cal Kestis Mantis crew stuff down the line. I would love an actual book set, like, you know, actually set in that time period that deals a little bit more with their fracturing and stuff. Because those games are so good. The stories are so good in them. Yeah, so there you go. But there's our recommendation. I forgot that I didn't do my pickups. I don't have a ton. I was gonna show off that Roosevelt's. Okay, I'm making a full video about this as well, but I wanted to share it off before we need to get to like the actual what we're gonna talk about, because we've been bumming around for an hour at this point. But Roosevelt's friends of the pod, I would say at this point. Coincidentally, I have worn a Roosevelt shirt to every official Star Wars event that I've been to. At Rebuild the Galaxy, I wore the Death Star panel shirt. At Maul Shadowlord Premiere, I wore one of their Maul t-shirts. And then at the Maul finale, I wore one of their Maul polos. And then at the Mandalorian and Grogu, I wore their Beskar button down. Okay. Will and I were lucky enough to meet some of the guys that work at the team. And what happened is I bought this jacket right here. I bought the Andor light jacket, which is reversible.
Oh, dude,
so it's got this. It's redacted, and then it's got, I believe on the shoulder and stuff. If you like take it out, it's got the Star Wars logo right here on the front, and then it's got the Andor logo. If you can kind of see it,
sign our test pilot, baby.
Yeah. So I copped this because they had a discount code for when we actually got to the event. And I was like, I need that immediately. So I got this, and they were kind enough. They reached out to me, and they were like, hey, you got all this stuff. We want to send you some more stuff. And I was like, are you sure? And they were like, we want to. So arguably the coolest thing, because it's sold out on the website, so I don't know where they mythically pulled this from, but they sent me, Will wears this a lot, very fashionably. So Will of the Force, I'm Will of the Force LARPing this sick Star Wars hoodie with the Crawl logo, with like the yellow drawstrings, like the print on it. I'm so happy I have this. It is so comfortable too. Like this will be my go-to, like, going on a plane hoodie from now on. Like, drawstrings closed, I'm going to sleep. You know,
it's my favorite hoodie I own.
You have that one and the Maul one, and that's like that's the yin and yang right there.
Yeah.
Then got this awesome Rogue One t-shirt.
Oh,
Right
that's,
here?
dude, that's sick. That's
It's-
so cool.
Open fire!
Yeah, it's
Help
so.
us!
It's so. That was actually like that. Actually sounded like audio from the movie. That's kind of crazy.
Oh, cool. Sick.
So
Hey,
I'm
David.
stoked about this one. And then they sent me some of the button downs as well, which I'm stoked because they just read me like a book basically. This is a button down, but it's the Empire Strikes Back bed sheets. And so it's
Really
got all of
cool.
like it's got like Lando and Boba and the Falcon and the Walkers. Like it's awesome.
Low key, that's kind of like Starfighter merch. Because
I mean, it is because of the
Gosling
blanket.
said he was like he had the bed sheets, the Empire bed sheets, and those were the bed sheets.
Mm.
Maybe I should get Ryan Gosling to sign that shirt. If I ever
Yeah.
somehow meet him,
You could wear
randomly, I
that
don't
and
know.
then the what does his hat say?
Oh, the Never Tell Me the Odds.
Yeah,
Do we
Star
know
Wars,
if
if
he's
I'm at-
coming to
if we-
Celebration next year?
He's got.
Sorry.
I
my
would
bad.
assume. No, I would assume he's going to celebrate.
Yeah.
How did this happen?
Every time.
Dude, we have not seen him for like 2 months, and as soon I don't understand. Jacob, do you know the story about this guy?
I don't.
Dude,
It's literally me.
every time we have brought like we will go like episodes without mentioning Ryan Gosling. Like this happened like a couple months ago. It was like 3 in a row that we brought it up, and we were like, dude, this guy, and it's like on beat. We have not seen him in forever. As soon as we bring up Ryan Gosling, he shows up in the chat.
I actually forgot.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is I'm like, I haven't seen him in so long, and he just shows up.
Is that the only thing they ever comment? Like,
Yeah,
They're
I-
always like, they'll just be like, it'll be something about Ryan Gosling. It'll just be like, LOL, or like,
And then it'll be like me, and then sometimes he'll be like, I drive. Or like, you know, like it'll just be like that. Like it'll just be like Ryan Gosling memes, essentially.
so
I'm
committed
convinced
to
that
the
it's
bit.
one-
I love
it's
it.
one of
LARPy's
our-
not that funny.
Is it one of our friends like that's doing? I don't understand. It's like a neuron fires where they're like sleeper agent. Like I must act
It's
like
crazy.
insane.
I don't
Maybe
want to know who it is. I
I-
like the mystery.
I like the mystery too. It's pretty awesome.
I like the mystery.
The legend is true. Literally, me exists.
It's true. All of it.
dude. The last, not the
Well,
last
that's
thing, but
pretty good.
one of the last thing I got is the
Thank you.
this mall stained glass window button down from it's been
Yeah.
fighting pre-Vizsla. Absolute gas. It's
Really
it's
cool.
so sick. I'm putting it in this giant pile, and then they also
Shout out to Mike Hondo
Is this
Supply.
really-
Thank the maker. He made that shirt. That was his design.
was it actually?
Yeah.
That's
That one,
actually
and
sick.
then the black button up that had like all the different mall sabers. That was his design too. Yeah, really
That's
cool.
sick. That's sick. So shout out to Roosevelt's. Again, I'm gonna make a full video about this just because I want to show all the stuff. But like seriously, I like this is all going with me to Rebel ScumCon. So like that's gonna be, and all the interviews you see, that's the stuff that's
wait.
being worn.
Forrest, Mike did the other ones. I thought Mike did that one. Maybe I'm. Oh no, did Mike do the one of Maul versus Ahsoka in Siege of Mandalore? Am I crazy? I know Mike did a couple of them. I'm crazy.
Oh,
I know he did the saber one. Because I wore the tie to a wedding.
This is such a funny comment, by the way. And I want to go back because we got some memberships, but HDK2 said Star Wars Starfighter is a wild name. If you know nothing about
Yeah.
Star Wars. But we had a lot of people chiming in the chat. But what we did, I forgot to mention this. Sneaky Zebra, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you for
Whoa!
flying with Focus Squadron. We appreciate you.
Whoa,
You're always in the chat and stuff like that. And apparently, his brother works with George Mann, or he works with George Mann's brother, or something. Very cool. Very cool.
Very cool.
And then Fulcrum Noah.
Hey!
Thank you, dude. We appreciate you. He's got a Lego Death Star profile picture.
Don't
That's
drop
awesome.
it. Don't drop it.
Come help me build my new Lego Death Star. Fellas, we've got some ranking to do. Okay. Safe to say?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Welcome back to Rank back, everybody's favorite clip firing segment of the Determined Focus podcast. Don't call me Uncle Owen because I'm not farming moisture. I'm farming clips, baby. Sorry, I haven't given like a really impassioned one in a while.
Yeah, you haven't gone like that crazy with it in a while. So,
but yeah, no. Welcome back to Rank Ferric. We got some stuff to rank. Jacob's here. He's going to help us out with some stuff. This is probably the part of the podcast that. Don't call me Uncle. Hell yeah, brother.
Insane.
This is probably the part of the podcast that people are like, oh, I can't wait for Rank Ferric, or they're just like, all right, I'm gonna head out. Grayson, what are we doing for Rank Ferric?
Should we start small or should we go big? Go big or go home?
I'm gonna be honest. I think what you're referring to as small might be a much larger conversation for our guest.
Okay.
But we can start there.
Okay.
Our guest was nice enough to spend his Monday night with us, so I think we should probably do that.
Okay.
Well,
Jacob,
you say that like I had other things planned for a Monday night.
We already know that you were probably just going to do this ranking with a whiteboard silently in your room, but
yeah,
just listing characters. No, moving stuff around.
It's really sad when you say it that way, but like, you know, it's
sad.
pretty cool. Whatever.
We all do it.
Oh, my bad. You're right.
My whiteboard is right there. That's all I do. I just sit there all day. It just says Ochi of Bestoon, Ochi of Bestoon, Ochi of Bestoon, Ochi of Bestoon.
And numbers and different erased numbers next to them of ranking them where they are. All right, what are we doing?
We are doing the Mount Rushmore of Glup Shittos.
Whoa!
Okay, I'm ready. I've never been more prepared for something in my life. I'm ready to make this happen.
Okay.
What's making the list, man? What's got to be on
first?
here?
The first one?
Yeah, for
Easy
you.
money.
For you. There's 4 spots, but this does not have to be in order. There's just 4 spots.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 1 for me, without question. I know a lot of people are going to think that I'm going to say Ochi of Bestoon. I'm putting Claude front and center on my Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
I need Claude in like the biggest spot possible, but he's got to be making the face that he makes in the meme that everyone uses, like the live slug reaction, you know, like the one where he's like I need that. Like,
yeah. I agree. I
love that we all silently did it.
Yeah. If you clip that, Will, you just need to like silently show all of us doing it like back.
Yep.
To back.
Yep. I'm gonna put it in like he's the 4th person on the podcast. He's the 4th guest.
No, he's reacting to our reaction.
Yep. Welcome back to Claudecast.
Doesn't it say
All
like?
right.
Doesn't the meme say like live slug reaction or something? It's like
It does.
Yeah. I agree. I do think Claude is kind of like the GOAT sequel Glup.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. There's not a better. Well. I almost said there's not a better one. There's one that I would say equally coexists in that number 1 spot, but I'm saving him for later.
From the
because everyone, you got to save the best for last.
Okay.
Okay.
I will say I do think there are 2 characters that are kind of the face of Glups at the moment in the fandom and have been for quite some time. One of these 2, I think, might have transcended out of Glup status into main character status. Jacob, I would love to know your thoughts on this. The first would probably be Benny Quadranaros.
Benny Q.
Yeah. Like, I feel like has to be on the list.
Legend. Yeah.
And then the other one, I think this is who most people think of when they make Glup Shitto jokes, at least for maybe casuals in the Glup Shitto community, is Max Rebo.
I agree. I was actually considering him as one of the Glups for my
I agree.
Yeah.
I have a hard time not thinking of him as the chief Glup from the original trilogy. There's
Right.
a lot. There's a lot
Right.
for sure. But in terms of the Mount Rushmore of Glups, it's like Max is there, you know?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
So
For sure.
it's Claude, Benny Q, and Max Rebo. Are we cool with those three at least for now?
I think.
I'm all right with that. I can live with
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Now, what is the fourth? Do we go to
Yeah,
a different
we do have
show?
A fourth spot.
That it's the fourth spot is always the hardest. There's a lot in the prequels. There's a lot in the original trilogy. There's a lot in the sequels.
John has brought up Therm, good old Therm Scissor Punch
That is a pretty good one.
for name alone.
He's great.
Yeah.
There was a bit with Therm Scissor Punch that I don't want to get us off topic, but I've just got to mention this. There was a bit, my friends and I were on a call, like it was like a random Tuesday night, and we were talking about Therm Scissor Punch. We thought it would be really funny to tweet the same picture of Therm Scissor Punch at the same time with the same caption. And the caption was, sitting next to the craziest guy I've ever seen in my life at my local at Red Lobster.
Oh, I saw this the other day.
We posted it everywhere, and it became like a thing for like 2 nights. So much so that people were posting like, "What's going on with like Therm Scissor Punch at Red Lobster?"
You
goated.
started a
He's
trend,
great.
the Therm
Just-
trend.
That's
Don't ask
awesome.
Therm about the Battle of Jeddah in the High Republic. He did some crazy stuff.
He's scissor
I'm gonna
punching everybody.
I'm gonna assume that Sunny knows this. Speaking of Sunny, she actually brought up an excellent point. Holman Trevor.
Wow.
That's actually an elite pull right there.
That's a good pull.
Oh my god. Okay, Star Wars Insight is going crazy right now.
I
He's
like
like
it.
Rundegar Jones, Gip Bibble, Gaper Bingzoid, Jinky
Yeah,
Minus,
Jinky Minus,
Cylon
yeah,
Jiggy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
they're not even Star Wars characters. You would think
Yeah,
they would be, though.
Rundegar Jones is hilarious.
But this one is like kind of like it's like to have like a Jedi and it be the Jedi that jumps up and immediately gets slimed by Jango Fett is kind of like, because someone brought up like Yariel Poof and he is great, but he's kind of, again, he is a glup, absolutely, but like Robot Chicken and also the Living Force have kind of elevated him to this like, but he's more than a glup, you know?
Right.
Like I get that he is, but like he's not. Does a Coleman Trevor story exist in canon?
We that's what the fans really want. It's what we need.
And you know what? And that's a question we've all been asking. When
Where is
I will say Star Wars Insight brought up my personal favorite, Baron Papanoida.
Oh, yeah.
Wat Tambor is also a great one, I feel. I like Wat Tambor a lot.
How many of these? So out of the characters we've listed, how many of them actually speak? I guess Ben, and then Claude doesn't say anything, and then
He doesn't have to.
he does.
His
No, he doesn't
actions
have
speak
to.
for himself.
He's just all Riz. He's full.
I
Riz
also-
in the room.
My other honorable mention for the sequels, other than Ochi, is Bulio. I think
Oh,
Bulio is pretty
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
I don't think he
Win
makes
the
the cut.
war.
Win the war.
He is
No,
amazing.
Trapper Wolf can't.
He's not a glop.
People. That's like it's just Dave Filoni.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
At this point, would he be?
I feel like he's too mainstream now.
If you
But
walked up to
Baby
somebody on the
Yoda-
street right now and you said Rada the Hutt, they would go, "What kind
He's
of
a dumb
glup shitto character is that?" But much like a Max Rebo, has he transcended?
That's my thing. Is I'm like the original whole meme I believe came from Zeb, and Zeb is not a glup anymore. Like
No.
he is, but he isn't. You know, I do think Rada. Like now, if you had just chosen Rada from Clone Wars, I think so. I like pre-Mando Grogu world. Like oh, the little baby Hutt that was in the episodes mashed together
Right,
that we never saw again. Absolutely.
right.
But now, I mean, that's Jeremy Allen White, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But can I raise one from Mando and Grogu real quick? Because we're in that movie. I don't know if he deserves to be on Mount Rushmore, of like the Glup Shidos. However, I mean the Glups. I don't.
We're saying
Is that
Glup Shidos.
gonna-
Who cares?
That's fine. That's
Okay, then fine, cool. I didn't know. My bad.
fine. That's fine. That's fine. man.
I know some people are like picky about that, but I was gonna say Gattori, I think.
Yeah.
From Mando and Grogu, because he has that really awesome scene where he's like, "Get away from my fish," and he like waves his hand like that.
Him and Ardinian Scorsese are probably the only two. Like we were talking about it last week. There's not many glups in Mando and Grogu where you'd think a movie like that would have more, other than like a hog's
Yeah.
breath.
Who is this hog's breath people keep talking about?
The guy with the horns.
The Say Tim.
Oh, the guy
yeah,
that
yeah.
he breaks. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
See, and Sonny brings up a good point. I would say Babu has transcended 100%.
Agreed. Also,
I
this
think
is
so, too.
absolutely frying me, dude.
Kevin Durant or whatever.
I need someone to make Photoshop Martin Scorsese's Hugo Durant as
Hugo
playing
Damas.
basketball. That's crazy, dude.
Kevin Durant, Scorsese Ardinian, and Hugo Damask from Damask Holding is like, those are the three that need to be.
It's just
Wait.
Darth Plagueis.
Jacob, we need that triangle now. This is the pipeline.
Gotcha.
Oh,
I can make
wait.
it happen.
Speaking of pipeline, nobody has said Turgle.
Wait.
That's a gaming legend right there.
And nobody
I'd be
has
down
said
for
Scuba
Turgle.
Sev either.
Scuba Stev. Also Meeber Gascon from Clone Wars.
Wow.
That's like the three frog chieftains.
Huh.
Wow. The frog
Okay.
chieftains. the high Glup Frog Council. There's
You
gonna
may
be so many
enter.
stupid graphics from this.
ready.
Graphics that won't ever see the light of day outside of just us working way too hard and sending them to each other.
Yeah, just to ourselves, basically.
I don't know if Rick is a Glup. Rick
He's-
doesn't seem Gluppy to me.
Sonny is
He-
making a great point. Like Star Wars frog people, Mount Rushmore is actually kind of insane.
Here's the thing: we can do it after. There's no way Yoda's not on it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
It's true. Yeah. He
Yeah.
has to be.
Yes, babe.
Okay. So for the is it Coleman Trevor that we're leaning towards, or also Turgle, or also
Yeah, I think Turgle has to be here. What's up, Matthew? Appreciate you being here. I really do think Turgle has to be. We have to talk about Turgle. We
It's
have to
pretty
talk
elite.
about Turgle.
like you just see that image and you're like, what the hell is that?
Like him standing there, just like this, with his eyes on the side of his head.
They got a Black Series too, and it's awesome.
That's so cool.
It might be Turgle.
I
do-
honestly, I love that.
See, the only thing about Coleman Trevor that still has me like thinking about him, it's not the fact that he's a dinosaur Jedi. It's not the fact that he gets slimed immediately. It's the fact that his name is Coleman Trevor that really elevates him, I feel like, to like
Yeah.
next level Glup. You know,
Yep.
that's the only thing that really has me thinking about him still.
Now
But
I'm
I
looking
do
up
think
to see if he is in any other canon story. Nope. Oh, sorry. He's mentioned in Star Wars Brotherhood.
Oh, he is. He is
Oh.
mentioned in Star Wars Brotherhood.
Wilbur
remember
Hood
reading that.
mentioned Oppo Rancisis. Oppo is a good one. I feel like when it comes to the Jedi Council, that's like a different realm
Mm-hmm.
because, like, you could say Ki-Adi Mundi, you could say Yariel Poof, you could say Oppo Rancisis,
There's different levels of.
you
of-
could say
of
Evan
love.
Peel.
Ooh, yeah.
It's like there's
You could even
tiers.
say like Deba Balaba. You know, like that's like,
Double ball.
dude. You and
I
my
was
dad do
thinking
that all the time.
It's my favorite thing. That and Ayla Sakura
Ayla Sakura.
on the
Oh,
distant
dude.
planet of Felucia. Jedi
Dude,
Master
rest
Ayla
in
Sakura.
peace, Tom Kane, bro. I just
Yep.
realized that he's doing
Mhm.
those. Oh,
Yep.
gosh, man. Chat, are we thinking?
Quinlan Voss is on the top 4 Mount Rushmore of bozos. That's what.
Can you? Do you still have the Photoshop of him with the question mark on his face? Because I need you to send that.
Admiral Enigma? I don't know if I still have that.
Dude, we were talking about that the other day, and I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. People gas up Dark Disciple. It's not like a bad book. I just didn't like it.
I also cannot get over how much of a dork Quinlan Voss is.
Dude, he sucks.
I'm going to be honest and say that, like, I really liked it whenever I read it. And I hate to say this. I hate to say it. But so many people have been telling me bad things about Dark Disciple lately that, like, it's got me second guessing myself. I'm like, am I crazy? Like,
dude, I mean, I read it like I came off the heels of reading Plagueis, and then I read that, and I was like, dog.
Yeah, that was a crazy thing that we did on Tales. We read Plagueis, and then we read that, and like going through, dude, Admiral Enigma, because his identity is a mystery, is the most nonsense. Like,
but we had General Grievous.
But it was like the fact that they were like, who is this mysterious admiral or whatever? And he also, what made me mad is like, okay, I get like the Holonet tabloid, but then they like started to actually make him a Batman villain. They were like, why is he the Riddler now? And then he like kept changing sides like 4 different times. And the council was like, it's chill, Quinlan. I'm like,
I just want to that Sonny said in the chat in all caps, no, Jacob, you're right. It's a good book.
I'm so sorry. I'm assuming this is a bunch of typos, but just reading this in my head, Jacob, when did you start reading Legends?
If you're gonna hate, you got to do it like in a better way than that, man.
But I mean, also, was that hate?
Is that a Zane Carrick profile picture from the KOTOR John Jackson Miller comic book? That's a fun character.
That's a bummer.
Like, okay, the first half of this book is awesome. I agree. And then as soon as you get into the back half, basically once Quinlan gets captured and tortured, and then they like, and Obi-Wan and Anakin are hiding under a table like the Three Stooges, listening into Dooku and Quinlan's conversation, and then they run off like together, and then Quinlan kills like his best friend Jedi, and then they're like, oh, it's fine, Quinlan, you're actually okay. And then Quinlan sets a bomb to blow up, like, brother, what? So my dude, this Quinlan Voss guy.
Jacob, have you ever seen the Admiral Enigma image?
I have not, but I imagine it in my head.
Okay.
And I'm imagining like instead of like the line that Quinlan Voss has, it's like a yellow question mark or something.
It's literally
his entire face.
His whole face.
like the bottom of the question mark is almost like a soul patch.
Oh, so it's like whenever I tattooed the QR code that people could scan to like subscribe to your channel.
Which thank you so much.
Thank
you so much for not messing up the visuals of the stream by putting a ton of makeup on, because we know that that's permanently tattooed on your face. So you have to go through a lot of makeup to be on stream without that.
Yeah, you know, I actually have hired
keep the bit. Lock it.
Multiple planes to like fly flags over several different states that just say subscribe to Determined Focus.
Wow.
Dude.
Wow.
But the planes are going to do it also. Like they have like fumes that come out the back of the planes.
Oh
that smell like Nal Hutta. Because I thought that it would be really cool because like it ties in with the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. And you know,
it's like 40X.
The plane also has like a wrap on it that has like your faces on the wings.
Oh my god, dude.
They fly now. You know, I thought that was gonna be terrible. That was like a 2-for-1. I'm actually kind of proud.
No, that was good. That was good. That was very good. I'm thinking of like old postcards where it's like visit Nal Hutta or like visit Tatooine, but it's just like sniff Nal Hutta.
Am I allowed to mention the what I said?
I don't know. I don't like that. That's the way the question started off.
The Cybertruck thing that I said.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, somebody's asking about it.
Okay, James.
Yeah, no, it's common lore at this point.
Okay, yeah, no. I saw Will and Grayson like immediately, and I think I said to y'all like, "Hey, like, I hope you guys are okay with this. I didn't ask permission because I knew it would be fine, but like I got a Cybertruck that has like a Determined Focus wrap on it.
Right.
Your face is on it. And like there were like a bunch of hedges like at the premiere, like keeping like I guess like outside people from coming in. And I was like, it's actually gonna drive right through the hedges. So,
it's
like,
actually going to destroy the historic
Park.
Chinese theater. It's just going to knock
We all watched Mando
Drive
and
into the
Grogu
theater.
in the Cybertruck, like just sitting in it. Like we just
And
like
somebody was FaceTiming us, and we were watching it on an iPad. And that's how
it
we
was
were
on
watching
the on the screen, of course, because the integrity of the Cybertruck was so good.
You guys are
right.
misremembering. No, the Cybertruck drove into the theater, crashed in the screen. So the whole movie, it was just that giant thing just like sticking out.
It was like
Giant
Muppet
metal
Vision.
thing. Yeah. It was like the end of Muppet.
Where we all drive through. Jon Favreau speaking about being so excited to watch this movie in the same theater with his dad, and then we drive through the
Ugliest
screen.
car.
Whoops!
Remember, guys, when we said how we had like really bad angles of the movie and we had to go watch it again? That was why.
It was because we crashed. All
So,
right.
Turgle or is it Coleman, Trevor?
Do we have our 4?
I'm
Coleman,
voting
Trevor.
Turgle. I think
Okay.
Let's
I think
do it.
Turgle deserves it the most.
I think Turgle's in. So who are the
Okay.
4?
It is Max Rebo, Ben Quaderneros, Claude, aka Live Slug Reaction, and Turgle.
Correct.
I love that.
It's got to be
fun. I dig
Gotta be the
that a
4.
lot. I dig that a
Perfect.
lot.
it. Okay.
Moving on, we have really the next. Should we go fun thing or serious thing? I think one's going to move at a pretty steady pace. One's going to be a little. I think maybe we should end with the big thing. How are we feeling?
I'm cool with that.
Okay,
I'm cool with that too.
we haven't done one of these in a while.
Yeah.
It's been a bit, but it's way more fun to have with a guest on here. We are going to be doing a bounty hunter draft. We are going to be attempting to pick our 5 bounty hunters on our team. And I would say, I mean, I'm going into it thinking about the best bounty hunters or our favorites, but also they're kind of going up against each other. It's really up to you. But the way we do things around here is the guest goes first. You can pick a bounty hunter. Once they are picked, they are completely off the board. You have, and once you pick this character, it's not like, oh, I can get the different timeline version of this character. It's like, no, like once you choose Boba Fett is gone. Okay, you know.
Oh, okay.
But this is any bounty hunter. I am counting legends as well, just because there's not that many crazy bounty hunters. Oh my god.
Guys, we're trying to have a serious discussion here. In the
Yeah, I don't know
comments.
who's commenting.
Sorry,
on
I don't know
that, so please.
who that was, dude.
Gonna have to put him in timeout. Banhammer.
So we're gonna do 5 bounty hunters. Are gonna be snake draft. Jacob's gonna go first, and then we're gonna flip a coin. And then we'll decide if I go next or if Will goes next. Let me get the Kanan coin real quick.
Woo! I'm very excited for this. We haven't done this in a while.
Kanan coin.
Lionel
Oh,
Coinbank.
that's cool.
Lionel Coinbank.
Sick.
Lionel
One of my
Coinbank.
friends got it for me.
Coinbank.
It's awesome. It's also like one of the most accurate like versions of Kanan's lightsaber. It's sick.
It's the same size too.
Yeah, it's like super tiny. Kanan is actually 4 inches tall. Okay. I'm gonna try to do this because this coin is always so heavy. Will, heads or tails? Call it.
Tails never fails.
It's heads. This is tails. There's heads. So, I'll go second. But Jacob, the floor is yours. Please pick your first bounty hunter.
I already don't
Okay.
want to do this.
Dude, you
Okay.
get 2 in a row.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Okay, so man, there's some deep cuts that are really good. I'm trying to think. Okay. I know everyone probably wants me to pick Ochia Bestoon just because it's the commitment to the bit. You know, Here's the thing, though.
I'll give
and
you your
I
money
hate to
back
be
for the Rise of
guy-
Skywalker thing if you. I'm just kidding. It's fine.
Okay. That made me think about it for a minute.
Check your Apple Cash.
Are you serious?
No,
Okay.
I mean
never
maybe. I don't know.
mind. Okay,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
pick.
Nah, just go ahead. Just go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna pick. Who should I pick? I'm not gonna pick Ochi. I'm gonna say. You know what? I'm gonna say this person because in Legends, in the expanded universe books, they're really cool, and they were also really great to play as in Battlefront 2015. I'm picking Dengar as my first pick. I think the Dengar is awesome.
Dengar as a first round pick is actually insane.
Listen, I didn't want to say a casual first, and I might be cooked by the end of this, but if you've played Battlefront 2015, you know that he's like the heavy character to play as. Like he's so
You're gonna
good.
take a dirt nap.
Oh, he's so good. I used
Dude,
to love playing as this character all the time.
My hot take though is that Greedo is like elite in that game. I was a monster as Greedo in
He's so
Battlefront
good that it makes you
2015.
wonder how he got slimed by Han Solo so quickly and also missed his shot that close to Han Solo. I could see the disappointment and confusion in Will's face whenever I said Dengar.
No, he's just he's seething because he thinks I'm gonna take someone. And am I? Am I gonna take it just to spite you?
I almost said Cad Bane, but I'm not going to do that to Will.
I am also not going to do it to Will. I am going to do this to Will though. I will be taking Boba Fett.
Fine.
There you go.
Fine. We're so back. Oh, with my first pick in the Bounty Hunters draft, the GOAT, Cad Bane, baby.
Don't forget who beat him twice, by the way.
Cad Bane, baby. He beat him. Boba Fett has too much plot armor.
And real armor too.
He's got Beskar plot armor, baby. Cad Bane is my number one pick. in the draft,
I'm not
and
gonna. I wasn't gonna take Cad Bane from you, so
I was gonna be really upset.
I've done that too many times.
I was gonna be really upset. My number two. I mean, guys moving different. I'm gonna say Din Djarin.
Oh,
you go.
man.
There you go.
No, that was my next pick.
Sorry.
Speaking,
Oh, you
we're
beat me
talking
to
about
it.
plot armor, buddy. Like, come on now. That's
I
crazy.
also agree.
Yeah.
Dude,
Um,
after watching Mando so much, Will, I think that you were the person that said that movie is like Star Wars Dark Souls. And
I
you're
didn't.
so
I
right.
said he was like Batman.
I said that. I'm like, it's
Yeah.
just like a boss
Okay.
rush of like it's just Mando rolling around through actually a poison swamp. Which is that's crazy that it. Oh my dude, did freaking Miyazaki direct Mando and Grogu? That's insane. I didn't even think about that until just now. That's so funny. And he's just fighting big monsters and robots and like boss rushing, and then he's just like, and Grogu is his health pack. That's literally it. By the way, Mando and Grogu would make phenomenal video game. Like that it's like when I view
Yeah.
that it's just a video.
Dude,
It's like
that's what I'm saying.
it's like another Cal and BD, except instead of a melee game, it's like a range game. I would love that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if it was like 2005 and the movie came out and it had like a tie-in game for like the PS2? It would be unstoppable.
Oh my god,
Like-
dude!
Dude, it would go crazy.
If we need to bring back sometimes these movie tie-in games, bro. Like I'm telling you,
I agree.
Yeah.
I miss them dearly.
there was some stinkers, but like we've also got some of the best video games of all time were movie tie-in games.
Dude, not
Oh,
to
yeah.
bring everything off topic, but the Captain America tie-in game for First Avenger,
Oh,
that
yeah.
game kind of rules.
It's not bad. It's just Arkham, but it's fun. Like
That's why, honestly, that makes sense. That's why I like it. It's so much
Yeah.
fun.
we
Have you
Spider-Man
guys
2.
did the- Oh, that one's perfect.
Peak!
Perfect
There you
game.
go. There you go.
I love it. Have you guys played the X-Men Origins Wolverine game?
Oh,
That game is
yeah.
actually
That
really
game
fun.
is insanely good.
Dude, that game is awesome.
It's
It's
sick.
so good.
We
The
need
goal,
tie-in
I
games
remember,
again.
I remember playing the demo for that, and I was like he's like fully regenerating it. I was like, this is insane.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
it's
how
wild.
is this?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Okay, it's
Wild
back to me
stuff.
because we're snake drafting. My second pick, so you got Cad and you got Din, and then Jacob got Dengar. I am going to go with Dirge.
It's a pretty good pick.
Man.
It's a pretty good pick.
That was
that
was good.
I like Dirge. Those are my power scalers right there. I can have a little bit more fun now.
Okay, let's see. I need someone else. I'm gonna say
You get the next two picks right now, by the way.
I lost. Do what?
You get the next two picks, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Next two? Okay.
Yeah,
then I'm going to pick.
Bam.
I definitely want IG-88 then, for sure.
Cool.
I feel like he's a solid choice. After seeing what IG-11 did in Mando, like those things.
Have you done the VR
crazy.
game from Tales from Galaxy's Edge?
I have not. I want
Dude,
to.
There's a mission where you get to do like a flashback where you play as IG-88, voiced by Taika as well, and you legitimately.
Cool.
Have you ever watched the 2012 Dread movie with Carl Urban?
Yeah, dude, underrated. It's great.
It's so good. It literally, you are playing as IG-88, and that is exactly what you were doing. You were going from the top. You're on Nar Shaddaa, and you go from the bottom floor all the way to the top floor for a bounty, and it's literally just you just mowing down everybody. You're like, it's insane. You probably kill like 350 people.
Oh my god! Wow. Okay.
like it's just like bottomless pit, and you get to the bounty and you slime him out too, and then you go straight to Empire Strikes Back. Like that's when you get the call to go get Han, basically.
Really? So it literally like leads you directly in. Oh, that's cool, dude. I love when games do stuff like that.
It's fun. It's really cool. Like you get the call from Darth Vader, and it's sick.
Mm-hmm.
This is
IG. Oh,
okay. Sorry, I was about to say.
You go ahead. You go ahead.
I'm still. This is still a discrepancy that I have. I love Shikari, but man, come on. What are we like? Just hop over to Nar Shaddaa, you know?
Can you imagine if the theme for Shikari was just called Nar Shaddaa and everybody was jamming out to Nar Shaddaa?
Yeah, dude.
It would have been sick. It would have been sick. Okay, so you took IG-88 and you still have Dengar. What's your next pick?
I feel like I need to level things up just a little bit more. I'm gonna pick Imbo as my number.
Yeah,
number 3.
I was waiting for that. Yeah.
And I also want to show off the fact that I have his old Clone Wars action figure from like years ago. I found him while I was going through some stuff.
That's a good looking figure too.
Figure. Oh, dude, he's so
up.
cool. He's very poseable.
It's sick. It's dope. Did we get a Black Series announcement for him?
We did.
Yeah.
Great.
And a TVC, I'm pretty sure, right?
I might have to pick that up. Pick that up. Okay. I get another pick. I only have 2 right now, Boba Fett and Dirge. Okay. Oh, there was a person that I was just thinking of and I just lost. Oh. This feels cheap, but also like I probably should. It's like not even I'm gonna have the most cliche list of all time, but like I don't even care, dude. I'm gonna pick Jango Fett.
Yep. I was waiting.
Like entire template of the clone army. Like, come on.
I'm gonna be honest. My last 2 picks might be annoying.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Asajj.
I'm gonna count it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go Rako Hardeen.
Okay.
Like real Rako Hardeen?
No.
What? You can't do that, dude.
Hold on.
Really?
You should pick the guy that's like the guy with like the tentacles. It's like
from the box.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, dude. I don't. What is the jury? What does the chat think? Is he allowed to do? Because as Kenobi, how many bounty hunts did Obi-Wan do?
Enough. He went through very much like Jacob. I think Jacob should be defending me here for prosthetics and makeup. I mean, he went through a lot, you know. Jacob, you know how that is.
For the
little bit,
QR code.
Imagine if Rako Hardeen was just a giant QR code for Turn Focus. All right, I don't have to go Rako Hardeen.
Okay, I think that's
fine. I will go Fennec. I will go Fennec Shand.
Fennec is a good pick. Fennec is a good pick. Now, you know what I could do, and I could be really cheap because this is way more true. And I'm gonna see if this counts.
What is it? Leia is Boosh or Bausch?
No. It's Cal Kestis.
I don't like that.
He legitimately he is an actual bounty hunter in Survivor. That's literally how you get to Cage and everything. He literally is. Come on. There's an entire thing where you're just collecting bounties. You're just going out and doing bounties.
A Jedi that does bounties is not a bounty hunter.
That's a Sith that's doing bounties.
Yeah, but she's not technically a Sith either.
Okay, she's still a Force user.
So?
But
Cal is like actually a Jedi.
I'm looking up Cal Kestis, and I'm going to see if one of his professions says bounty hunter on Wikipedia, and if it does, I'm putting him in, and if not, I'm not doing it.
I'm gonna, yeah. I mean, we've got a bunch of people in chat. The council has said, Focus Squadron has said no.
Come on, guys.
Dude, if I don't get Rachel
You
Hardin,
sure he didn't add this to his resume at least? No,
resume.
Fighting a bounty hunter does not mean being a bounty hunter. Cal literally goes and he is a bounty hunter in Survivor.
Bounties.
I'm just saying.
Nobody said Forlom. Nobody said Zuckus.
Yeah, well, I don't want them. So
nobody said Boss. Nobody said Aura Singh.
Valance.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Okay. If I will not do Cal, I won't do Cal. Can I get Tobias Beckett?
Is he a bounty hunter or a smuggler though?
Let me look him up. He killed Aura Singh, but I also don't know if it's like, is he one of those things where he's like kind of does a little bit of everything, you know?
Sonny, this is a good pull. Lots and Highsinger as well. That's good. For
Highsinger, dude. Okay. If I can't get Tobias Beckett, I'll probably do Highsinger. He killed the prominent bounty hunter Aura Singh, but he's a professional thief and gunslinger. Okay, so probably not. Dude, I want more Tobias Beckett stories, man.
John, that was Jacob's first pick. Dengar,
a lot more goated than people realize, and technically, maybe he's still alive by the time of Rise of Skywalker, in the name of Hrothgar Ding, who looks terrifying. He looks so scary.
He looks he looks like silly putty as a person.
It's true. It's really rough. Okay, I guess I will do Highsinger then, if that's okay.
Yeah,
I will not. I will not do Cal. I will not do Tobias. I will do Highsinger. So Jacob, the floor is yours now.
Yeah, for your last pick.
How many do I get? Do I get one?
No, you get two. These are your last two, right?
Okay, no, he's got Dengar, IG-88, and Embo.
So this is his last two.
Oh, but and then we're doing 5. I thought we were doing 4.
5.
Oh, so Jacob's gonna go, then you're gonna go, and then I'm gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't. Okay. I thought we were doing 4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of another bounty hunter. Has Bosk been picked yet?
No,
he's not. You might end up getting like the Empire bounty hunters minus Boba, Zuckuss, and Forlom.
Yeah,
Ochi still has not been picked either.
I don't want Zuckuss and I don't want Forlom. I feel pretty confident saying that. I'm gonna go deep cut. I'm gonna pick Valance from Legends and now canon. He's canon now.
He's not canon.
Yeah, he's good. So I'm gonna pick Valance, and I'm also gonna pick, which if you don't know who that is, awesome character. Highly recommend reading some Star Wars comics if you're curious about him. And I'm also gonna pick. Bosk is like right there, but like I just don't know. I'm trying to think. Because like by crazy logic, we could say that General Grievous is a bounty hunter because he hunts Jedi. Because we're going from,
but he's not collecting money on it.
That's true. I'm gonna say
Kinda, yeah.
I'm really thinking about this last pick. It's got to be a good one. Man, maybe Bosk is the way to go. Maybe.
I was about to say you still have Ochi on the board, bro.
Yeah, but he sucks. That's like his whole point.
He's not here.
That's on camera. That's on camera. We're recording.
my
No,
God.
no,
We
no.
got you.
White
God.
that footage. Redact it right now. Redact it now.
Fraud.
Return your Ochi Festoon blade.
Ochi, I failed you.
So Ochi of Bustupuku.
Ochi, I failed you. I'm
What?
sorry. Okay, you know what? Because I have to redeem. Sonny said friendship ended with Ochi. Bosk is Jacob's only friend. I'm literally on the phone with him right now. He's pissed. You know what? No, I can't let this happen. I can't
I'm
let this
on
happen.
the phone with him right now. It's so funny.
Ochi, if you can hear me, I'm picking you. I choose you, Ochi of Festoon. I choose you.
Throwing a Pokeball.
I'm
That's
picking
awesome.
Ochi. By the way, earlier when we were doing the Mount Rushmore, and I was like, there's another Glupshido that I think rivals Claude. I wasn't talking about Bulio. I was talking about Ochi. But here's the thing. Ochi doesn't need to be put on a Mount Rushmore of Glupshidos. He is just going to get his own monument because he's him.
It's
Ochi's
true.
got the aura.
He makes his
Aura of
own.
Festoon.
When you go to the base of the mountain, there's a statue there that's also in front of you, and it is Ochi putting his knee like almost like crossing the Delaware. And he is presenting the mountain to you.
And
I've never wanted
there's
to Photoshop.
there's
something more in
there's
my
a
entire
floating
life.
fist of him getting punched in the face.
Exactly.
So stupid.
No, it's like him
uh,
fighting one of the Pisana snakes. Like he's got his dagger. Yeah. Like the snake is like up and
By the way,
like
Did
it's gotta look
you
epic,
guys-
you know?
Did you guys notice that that one of those snakes is in Mando and Grogu?
I did. I saw it in Janu Coin's
Oh yeah.
thing.
It's in the background. Yeah.
I didn't notice it until my third watch though, because my friend told me
Really?
about it, and I was like, "Really?"
I'll probably
'Cause
notice
I
it
thought
on
it was
my
in his like the place where like they go to like talk about the salt. But I'm picking Ochi. I've got to pick my goat, Gochi of Festoon.
Okay.
Oh.
Is that your last one? You did.
That's 5.
You did.
I'm picking.
What was the one that you did
So
before
so
Ochi?
far- So far, Jacob has
Um,
Dengar, IG-88, Ochi, and Embo.
and Valence?
And Valence.
And-
Yeah.
Valence.
Okay. Okay. Shoot, man. All right. Well, I currently have Boba Fett, Dirge, Jango Fett, and Highsinger.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Low key, I think I am gonna go Aura Singh. She's kind of insane.
Pretty good.
Like I need like a long range, and she's also like a really good martial artist. And in Legend, she used to be a Jedi, but that's not really relevant in canon anymore. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Aura.
Okay.
Until Tobias Beckett comes and kills her. So
Pew. Okay, and then my last pick is Cade Skywalker.
Oh, all right.
I can't even. Dude. We're letting that and not Cal Kestis. Come on, dude.
If you look up Cade Skywalker, who is a bounty hunter, everyone is booing.
The silence after you said it, Will, was so loud. I'm sorry.
I mean, we look, if we're building a team and our team is potentially fighting another team,
Bro, just like
fine.
just
I'll
like
go,
just
I'll
throw
go,
some death sticks at him and he goes, ah!
I'll go. He's just I'll go Chrysanthemum then.
Yeah, there we go. I like
Okay,
Is
that.
that
there you go.
okay? Oh,
See,
is that
Matt is
okay?
saying he respects it.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you.
I think Asajj is the one that works there. I think she's like that. I think that one works. I feel like if you had gotten Cade, I should have gotten Cal, but I think that's fair. So what is
fine.
what is everybody's 5 right now? Will, do you want to start? Then Jacob, then me.
Yeah. So my 5: Cad Bane, Din Djarin, Asajj Ventress, Fennec Shand, and Chrysanthemum.
Okay. My 5, Dengar, Imbo, Valance, Ochia Bestoon, and IG-88, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mine.
I have Boba Fett, Dirge, Jango Fett, High Singer, and Aura Singh. We're doing there's a lot of Fett and a lot of singing in my group.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we're doing the last list that we got.
Hype moments and aura all around. Yes, we're ending the show. Hopefully, this won't be too. We're gonna do like a determined focus top 5, and Jacob will get to influence this as well. But we are doing each our rankings for all of the main Star Wars TV shows, animated and live action. There's some discrepancies here. There's no you'll see that we have it down to 16 right now. Most of these are the Disney Plus series with a few exceptions, but no Lego stuff. And then like some of like the early, like Ewoks and droids and stuff like that are not on here as well. So these are, I would say, considered the like unanimous like main shows of Star Wars.
Yeah.
So we also did not include Genndy Tartakovsky's Clone Wars because those are kind of like in volumes, even though it is a micro series. Unless we want to put that in there.
I feel like if you put that in there, then like Young Jedi Adventures and stuff kind of has to go on the list.
So you're saying that I can't put Young Jedi Adventures at number 1?
Only if I can put Rebuild the Galaxy at number 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair trade.
Put the holiday special at number 1.
But that's a movie. Oh, I'm gonna put Droids
TV.
at number 1 for me.
Putting Detours at number 1.
Whoa.
Never came out.
Nice.
Do we want to just like? I think we probably just makes the most sense for all of us to just kind of go through just from bottom to top, if that makes sense.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Shall I? Who wants to start? Who talks first? You talk first. I talk first. I'll go. Don't twist my arm.
I mean, go.
Okay. Star Wars Insight coming in hot with no Star Wars Resistance. Actually, there is Star Wars Resistance, and it's in my last spot because I haven't watched it. So that's the only reason. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I'm planning on doing it. I just haven't because I'm a fraud. Following Resistance is Book of Boba Fett. There's some great moments in this show, but overall, I don't think very fondly of it. It is my least favorite Star Wars show. The Mando episode and Luke Skywalker stuff is awesome. I just wish Boba Fett was better in it. Truly. Right above that is Kenobi. Not a big Kenobi guy. The ending is awesome. Ewan McGregor is great. Hayden is great. Like, I think it had all of the pieces to be a phenomenal show. However, it feels limited in budget. It feels a little wonky in the story. It feels like they're leaping through some holes a little bit. I'm thankful for this show. I'm glad it exists, but it's definitely not my favorite. Definitely not my favorite. Following that is Tales of the Empire. I actually really like Tales of the Empire. However, I wasn't sure how I felt about a Barriss redemption story. And again, kind of makes sense, but I just wasn't super compelled by her story. I think the first episode was really good, and then the episodes went on, and I was kind of like, okay. And then the Morgan Elsbeth stuff, again, cool, but not really what I would have asked for, even though I do like that character a lot, especially post Ahsoka. I'm going to get a lot of flack for this here. A lot of flack. My next spot is Bad Batch. I really do like Bad Batch, but there's a lot of filler in Bad Batch, specifically in season 1 and season 2, and even season 3 a little bit, where I'm just kind of like, we could really. There's some newer shows that I think showed how animation can be done at its best, and I think if Bad Batch had been really limited, in my top 5 episodes of all time is a Bad Batch episode. Like the Crosshair episodes are insanely good, but there was a lot of times week to week where I was just like, dude. okay, like, I mean, I'm enjoying this. Like, this looks beautiful. Like, I just let's get the plot moving. You know, there's a lot of, but I think it's a great show, and I'm glad it exists. And I think it did kind of push the realms for what Star Wars Animation could do. Following that, I wish I could put it higher, but the rest of these shows I just like so much more. Is The Acolyte. I love The Acolyte. It's got a lot of problems, definitely, but I still really like it. Example right here is I have the Stranger helmet and the Black Series over here somewhere. I think that this amazing choreography. I actually really do like the story, except for a couple exceptions in there. I had a blast watching this show. Like I watch it I watch it like once a year. So I think we got way too much hate. Following that is Tales of the Underworld. Cad Bane episodes carry. It's awesome. Tales of the Jedi. Dooku episodes carry. It's awesome. Like that last Dooku episode of him versus Yaddle is one of my favorite animated episodes. One of my favorite Star Wars episodes ever. Like that is peak cinema. That is niche peak cinema right there. Oh my gosh. Following that is Skeleton Crew. Dude, Skeleton Crew rocks. This show is awesome. Rocks. Season 2, give it to me. I want it. I need it. I love the show. I miss this show. Following that is Star Wars Visions. I love the Ronin. I love all these other episodes. I was thinking about in season 2, there's Journey to the Dark Head is one of the coolest episodes of all time. Like anime and Star Wars, sign me up, dude. Sign me up. Following that, this is my number 6 spot. I really wanted to put this show in my top 5. However, these other 5 just it's my 5 and 6 could really swap, and I'm having a hard time right now. But currently, thinking of the sum of its traits, at number 6 is Ahsoka. I love this show. People are really harsh on it. I love it. I loved it from beginning to end, and I rewatch it very frequently. I just think season 2 is going to be so much better than season 1, and I think season 1 is great. But I think I love this show. I think it's great, but I just love these other 5 a bit more. At number 5 is The Mandalorian. The season 1 and 2 are just phenomenal, man. And season 3 has some great moments too. Season 3 is definitely a step down for me, but the journey of season 1 to 2 is just like quintessential Star Wars for me. And I think that's why I put it over Ahsoka, is because I think Ahsoka is like pretty consistent throughout, but season 1 and 2 just reach these highs where I'm like, man, this is so good. And I mean, it was the first show to do live action Star Wars. Like it paved the way for so many other shows. And so, and now we have Mando and Grogu in theaters. Like I love Din Djarin. I watching that first episode when it came out and seeing Grogu and seeing that shot of them touching fingers, I was like, this is going to be something special. And then leading into season 2 to the finale when him and Grogu, like I was crying, man. Like they earned that, you know. And for that, like I can never, I will always love The Mandalorian. At number 4, and honestly could be my number 3. It's hard to go back and forth. Is Maul Shadow Lord. This show could very easily raise way higher and quicker as the more seasons go on. I think it's just as a singular season, it's hard to compare to the next 3 shows. But Maul Shadow Lord is peak. It's peak. And that's my example of like a Bad Batch where they had a lot more episodes going in, of like if they had trimmed it down to like a Shadow Lord type thing with each season, I think Bad Batch would be a lot higher for me. At number 3 is Clone Wars. Clone Wars has the end of Clone Wars is in my top 3 Star Wars ever. Like that's how good the Siege of Mandalore is for me. Like if Siege of Mandalore was a movie, it would be my second favorite Star Wars movie of all time. It's phenomenal. There's a lot of bad in Clone Wars, but like I love the variety we get in that show. And I think it inspired so much of what Star Wars could do with things that we see in Bad Batch and in Skeleton Crew and in Ahsoka and in Shadow Lord. And like literally every single one of these shows, there is a part of Clone Wars that did that initially, and they just expanded upon it. And it paved the way, truly. These next two shows, though, are just the absolute peak for me. And really, this is more of a 1A, 1B. I go really back and forth between these two, but number 2 is Andor. Just what a perfect show, man. My only complaint is I wish we had gotten 2 more seasons of it, because the time skips in season 2. I think you could have told so many more stories with that, and I wish they had got to continue it. But like season 1 and 2, just like as a full package, bro. Like, oh my gosh, dude. Like, I didn't appreciate it as much when it came out. And rewatching season 1 and going straight into season 2, and then watching Rogue One, I'm like, what were they feeding these people, man? Like, it's insane. It's insane that show exists. It's insane that a Star Wars show as good as Andor exists. But my number 1 is Star Wars Rebels. That's a hot take. Mm-hmm. That show changed my life. Truly. It made, like, I don't think I'd be sitting here without Rebels. It got me through so much. Has some of the highest highs in all of Star Wars. I love the pushing the genre forward with the animation that they did, but keeping it on Disney. But it added so much lore and these characters that we have loved for over 10 years now. There is a reason why I have a Rebels Kanan tattoo on my arm, is because Kanan Jarrus literally is one of my favorite characters of all time. And that is why Rebels is number 1 for me. So that is my ranking right there.
Yeah, everybody in chat thought that Andor was going to be your number 1, but I don't know if they listened to Determined Focus or not, because I knew Rebels is absolutely on any given day. If you walk up to Grayson and you're like, "What's your favorite Star Wars show?" He's going to say Rebels.
Yeah, I'll be like animated Rebels, live action Andor.
Rebels is probably in your top 5 projects of all time, I would assume.
That's another list entirely. Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
I could probably rapid fire those real quick. I mean, probably number 1, Empire Strikes Back. 2, technically, I'm going to just put Siege of Mandalore on there. I don't even care. 3, Rebels. 4, Andor. 5, Revenge of the Sith. Probably what I'd say.
Wow.
Anyway, that's my long-winded explanation of my list.
Jacob, you as the guest, do you want to go next or do you want to go last?
Sure. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to go. I've got it all.
I would love to hear yours, because I feel like Grayson and mine get a little close at times.
Okay. Yeah. So I do want to mention really quick, this is just how I'm feeling now. These are always subject to change based on how I'm kind of feeling day by day. With the movies, it's pretty easy for me to be like, okay, like this is how I feel. It's a lot harder for me to do that with the shows. Because like on some days I'm really high on Mando. On some days I'm lower on something like Mando. On some days Clone Wars is just like top tier elite. Other days it maybe is at the bottom of my top 5. This is how I'm feeling right now. In last place, I have Tales of the Empire. I don't dislike any of these shows, by the way. I just want to put that out there too. But Tales of the Empire is my last place. I like the stuff with Morgan Elsbeth a lot. And I do like the Barris stuff too, but like, it's hard not to kind of compare the Tales stuff, you know, and when you look at Tales of the Jedi and even Tales of the Underworld, I just feel like Tales of the Empire is kind of lower tier for me. It just didn't sit with me in the way that I kind of hoped that it would, but there's a lot of really good stuff in there, especially with Elsbeth, like I just said. Above Tales of the Empire, hold on. Sorry, I was like choking. That's how I feel about Tales of the Empire. Oh my God. Okay. I think I'm good. That was actually Dave Filoni infecting me with his virus, because I've besmirched.
He's force choking.
Tales of the Empire.
Force choking you through the screen like Vader. And
yeah.
I
do like the Lando thing where it's like he like touches his neck a little bit. He's like, ew.
Yeah.
But Tales of the Empire, above that is Tales of the Underworld. That one I liked a lot more. I love all the Cad Bane stuff. The Cad Bane stuff is like great. Even the Ventress stuff I think is awesome.
Yeah.
And how it ties into Dark Disciple. I know that wasn't for everybody, but I thought that it did that probably the best way that it could. Above Tales of the Underworld, I have Resistance. Resistance is super underrated. It's not as great as something like Rebels or Clone Wars, in my honest opinion. But if you're looking for a show that is a fun watch that develops the sequel era a little bit more, I feel like this is the show. This is the show you're looking for. It really has a lot of great stuff in it. And I love whenever it starts to overlap with the movies like Force Awakens and like The Last Jedi. Like, I'll never forget what it was like whenever Poe Dameron came back in that one episode and he's like, I need BB-8 to come with me now. Cause like it hit me. I was like, oh man, it's starting to like overlap. Like he's about to go to Jakku and like the movie's about to start. Stuff like that is so cool. Resistance isn't great, but it has a lot of awesome stuff in it. And I wish that more people would watch it. Above Resistance, I have Tales of the Jedi. I think Tales of the Jedi is a really, really great kind of start to the anthology that was the Tales series and kind of bringing that back into canon. It's really good. The Dooku stuff especially is like some of my favorite Star Wars storytelling in a while. Like those episodes are just great across the board. Everything with Yaddle, and even like the Dooku moment where it's like after Qui-Gon has passed, how like he's like looking at the tree and he's like, you know, Qui-Gon was always fascinated by this tree because he grew up on a planet that was so like mechanical that like this one organic thing always stuck out to him. Like it's things like this that have kind of like elevated the prequel trilogy to where they are, to where those movies are now, in my opinion. I love stuff like that, and Tales of the Jedi was honestly like a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. It was really good. Above Tales of the Jedi, I know this is kind of low, but truthfully, I kind of separate this from like everything else anyway. I have Visions above Tales of the Jedi. Visions is great. I love that we're giving different animators and animation studios the opportunity to kind of tell these like different Star Wars stories and allow them to use kind of their artistry to tell those stories. I think that's awesome. I think that's part of what has made Star Wars so iconic for almost 5 decades now. And there are some episodes of Visions, like some shorts that have been made that have honestly, like, I would consider them to be like top tier Star Wars. Like the episode Black from the latest season, unreal levels of incredible. That episode is just phenomenal. But Visions I kind of consider to be something separate anyway. It's kind of like its own thing in a lot of ways for me, which is why I have it so low. But separately, I kind of hold it in a higher regard. Especially as someone that grew up watching like a lot of anime stuff like on Toonami back in the day.
Shout out Steve Blum.
You guys are nodding, so I'm assuming you guys did too.
Yeah.
But like as someone that got into anime kind of that way and kind of explored different animes from that, like it just, there's a lot to appreciate with that series.
Oh, yeah.
With Visions. Okay, this one's low, but I trust that people will stay with me and I'll kind of explain. Above Visions, I have The Mandalorian. I know it's the first live action Star Wars show, and Grayson, you said it great, like really paved the way for a lot of stuff that we have today. There's no denying that at all. Truthfully speaking, initially, I've always liked The Mandalorian, but I never really loved The Mandalorian in the same way that a lot of other people did until about 2 or 3 years ago. My grandmother got a smart TV and she was so excited. She needed help setting it up. So she called me up and she wanted to watch something on Disney Plus with me. And she saw Grogu, thought he was cute. And she was like, oh, well, let's just watch this because I like Star Wars and I haven't seen this. And I ended up watching at the time 2 seasons of The Mandalorian with my grandmother and sharing that experience with her and watching the show with her really added a lot for the show to me personally. I actually saw The Mandalorian and Grogu in theaters with her because she was just so excited about it. Like that's part of, again, what has made Star Wars so iconic and special
Yeah.
for so many people. And so The Mandalorian is never going to be like one of my favorite Star Wars things ever. There's a lot that I love about it. I can't deny that. Like, it really is a fun, pulpy adventure, very westerny from start to finish. I even like season 3 a lot. I know some people are iffy on that. And I do think that season 3 tonally and narratively is a little inconsistent, but I think that the concepts in season 3 are just so good. Especially like that episode, like the Convert, where it's barely Mando. It's just focused on the New Republic and stuff. Like, that stuff is great. So Mandalorian's kind of low for me, which is why this next one is going to be so surprising, because this is, again, another situation where it's like there's no one else on the planet that feels this way. And in a way that makes it more special for me. But it's just a big shock, and it's going to blow everybody away in a bad way. The Book of Boba Fett I actually have above The Mandalorian. I actually love the Book of Boba Fett more than every season of The Mandalorian. I know.
That rules. That rules, dude. That's awesome. Dude,
well, Boba Fett has always been like, I mean, when you're a kid, you love Boba Fett because like he's awesome, right? But what really fundamentally like changed my opinion on the show, because at first I was like, this is good, but like what I feel like there's, again, that inconsistent issue a little bit. But the more I've watched Book of Boba Fett, which has honestly been more than I ever thought I would, the more I just really like that show a lot. And I think that like, I watched a video essay one time that was like, you're Disney, you have Star Wars, Boba Fett's a big character, what do you do with him? And the guy was like, you make him a character for once. You actually make him a character outside of like the books and comics. Like, for the people that just watched the film and the film side of Star Wars, you make him a character. And I think that everything with Boba Fett and like his journey personally throughout that season, it's so much fun. And as much as like I love like the crime syndicate smuggler side of Star Wars, bounty hunter stuff, like it just really like kind of scratched an itch for me, I guess. But I think that there's a lot of good stuff in Book of Boba Fett. It certainly has issues here and there for sure, but like, man, like it feels like something that you'd read in like a Bantam era Star Wars book in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about the Mandalorian and Grogu movie in a lot of ways too. So Book of Boba Fett is higher for me than it probably is for anyone else. Like it's crazy. But it's just kind of how I feel. I don't know. There's no other way that I can really put that. I know that's like a crazy take for a lot of people, but man, like even the finale for Book of Boba Fett goes crazy. I'm going to try to wrap this one up kind of quick. So above that, I have Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan, I like that show probably more than most people do.
Wow, this is blowing my mind right now.
This list is bonkers, and I love it.
Oh man,
dude,
okay.
Listen, there's something about coming home every, like, I think it was like either Tuesday or Thursday. It was one day, I forgot what day of the week they came out, but like there was something so special about coming home and watching Ewan McGregor beat Obi-Wan Kenobi again for like 6 weeks or 8 weeks. Like that was so awesome. It was really, really cool.
You rang the bell and he came a knocking.
Dude,
this is the one thing that Connor does like Kenobi quite a bit.
This is like, aside from Andor, my wife has watched 2 Star Wars shows with me. She watched Andor and she watched the Obi-Wan show, and she loves the Obi-Wan show like a lot.
Cool.
And I like watching it with her again, really made me appreciate it. Again, in kind of a different light, but on my first viewing, like there's so much I love about that show.
Cool.
I feel like so many people talk negatively about it that like, when you think about like the positives, like, man, like that show has some highs.
It does,
in my
for
opinion.
sure.
And it does have some lows. I mean, every show does, but I really like the Obi-Wan show a lot. Even the stuff with Reva, I think is like great. Which I know is not for everybody, but hey, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Above Obi-Wan, I have Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew, really fun show.
Based.
Phantom era storytelling once again. Like
Definitely right there. Absolutely.
Like it's great. Like I've shown that show probably to so many people, and everybody has just really enjoyed it. It's great to have a Star Wars show that is a little bit underrated and doesn't really tie into anything in a huge way. And I think that that's awesome, and I love everything about that show. Above Skeleton Crew, I have the Ahsoka show. Which again, Grayson, like you said, I love the Ahsoka show. I'm also a big fan of Rebels, though. Like I like Rebels more than Clone Wars. I'll just go ahead and put that one out there anyway. So like, I really like the Ahsoka show a lot. I can't wait for season 2. I'm really liking what they're doing. I'm trying to like kind of hurry up so we can kind of get going. But
no, you're good, dude. Take your time.
That show is really special, and it's also special to me because that show was like the first time that I really started posting more consistently about Star Wars online.
Same here, dude.
Yeah, you're talking to both of us.
I'm a little nostalgic for it for that reason alone. I'll always have a special place in my heart for it. And I just think that show rocks across the board.
It's great.
Above that, I have the Clone Wars, which I think the Clone Wars is like, actually, no, I'm sorry. I mixed it up. Above Ahsoka, I have the Acolyte.
Whoa,
the Acolyte,
dude.
Controversial show, man. But
no, I love that. I love that.
Like, I really truly think it's like the best live action show right behind Andor, and it's like no competition in my opinion.
People who say that I respect so much, man.
That's awesome.
I love Acolyte love, man.
Dude, it's good stuff. I watched it for a second time whenever I was reading through the High Republic for the first time. So I kind of was like, if I'm reading through it, I kind of want to like see if I can catch a little bit more this time around. And it definitely enhanced my appreciation for it. But also, like, I don't know. I feel like the show, it's hard for me to put my thoughts about the show into words because I hate to say it this way, but you guys are going to know what I'm talking about. Like, it's almost like no matter what you say about the Acolyte, you could honestly describe the show's biggest highs in the best possible way. And someone would immediately jump and like flame you for it. So it's hard for me to kind of fully express my thoughts on the Acolyte. Again, I don't think that show was perfect by any stretch of imagination, but I do think that there's a lot to appreciate about the Acolyte. I love seeing how other people and other cultures perceive the Force or the concept of the Force. That to me has just always been interesting in Star Wars. That's
really cool.
The way that we are kind of introduced to like this mystical power that kind of binds us all together. It's not perceived that way for everybody. And I think that's so cool to dive into in a live action Star Wars project. I love how it kind of like foreshadows how the Jedi are going to be by the time of like the prequel trilogy, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
But I really like the Acolyte a lot. Above the Acolyte, Clone Wars, that's probably a little bit of nostalgia talking, but man, overall, what a great show. Especially those last 4 episodes, like you said, Grayson, those last 4, like elite tier Star Wars. Like,
so good, bro.
I'll never forget watching that finale for the first time back in like 2020. Like, dude, that was crazy.
It's insane. God, end of an era, bro. That was insane.
It was one of the best times I think to be a Star Wars fan.
Absolutely.
Like, genuinely.
2020 was a gold year for Star Wars.
Oh yeah, for sure. Above Clone Wars, it's kind of interchangeable, but it's how I'm feeling right now. I have Maul Shadow Lord. I love the character work in Maul Shadow Lord a lot. I love the pacing of Maul Shadow Lord. I love the art style of Maul Shadow Lord. Even the music, everything about it. It might be a little bit recency bias on that one, but I really like that show a lot. My top 3, number 3, I have The Bad Batch. I think The Bad Batch is great. I think that show is. I feel
bad
fun.
that I put it so low now. I'm sorry,
dude. I had a blast. Season 1 is like good, but seasons 2 and 3 like elevated that show like crazy for me. Like, especially the fact that it ties into like Rise of Skywalker, which like, if you would have told me that, like, in like whenever the show came out, I would have been like, you're crazy. There's no way that they're even going to remotely address that right now. And it does it in a way that like, it makes like the bombshell reveal that Palpatine's back like hit even harder in that movie. I feel like if you watch that show, not saying you have to watch a show to get a movie, but I think that if you watch The Bad Batch and then watch Rise of Skywalker, you're gonna be like,
so why is it The Mandalorian higher? Because Mandalorian season 2 tied into Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
I like Mando season 2. I think that the best season of Mando is probably the first season, though. If we're being real.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Like by far, and I think that Greg, I can't.
Greg Fraser.
I can never say it right. His cinematography is really, I think, what elevates that first season too.
The Batman, bro. He did the Batman.
Dude, he also did Dune, did he not?
Yeah, he did the first, and second one, I think. Yeah,
I think so. He's great. Everything he's done has been phenomenal, in terms of cinematography. But number 2, I have Rebels. It's funny because Grayson and I actually we've swapped. My number 2 is Rebels, and my number 1 is Andor. And I think that that's awesome because those shows, despite being for different audiences in a lot of ways, weirdly coincide and work together really well together.
Yeah.
Especially whenever you look at like something like Rogue One and the original movies. So,
yeah.
Top 3: Andor, Rebels, and The Bad Batch. That was a lot. I'm sorry. I was trying to.
No. You're good. Can I ask where Shadow Lord was on the list?
Yeah, Shadow Lord was number 4.
Number 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some crazy takes in there. I know. I'm sorry.
No, I like it. I dig it. Okay. So I'll run through these quick just because I got some more stuff to say probably at the top of the list rather than the bottom of the list. Very much like Jacob just said, and Grayson and I feel the exact same way. I love all of these shows. I truly do. There are moments in all of these shows that I really, really enjoy, except for Star Wars Resistance because I have not watched it. But that's why at the bottom of my list is Star Wars Resistance. I've never seen it. Looks cool. Eventually, I will get around to it. Right above that is Tales of the Empire. I love the animation style. It's just, and as much as I love Morgan Elsbeth, Barriss is not a character that I was like, if you were to give me a list and make me list a bunch of characters that I would like want to see backstory on, Barriss probably isn't at the top of that list. However, there's a lot of great stuff in that show. I would also like to say with me enjoying all of these shows, the way I rank these and the way I rank my movies as well, or my movie rankings is the same, is by volume and density of moments that I love. And all of these shows have moments that I love, but these are all, the higher you get on the list, the more moments that I love in those shows. Right above Tales of the Empire is Kenobi. I think that final battle is fantastic. I think a lot of other parts of that show left me wanting more, but it, like I said, I Am What Remains is like one of the coolest scenes in all of Star Wars. So fantastic moment in that show. Right above Kenobi is Book of Boba Fett. Now, if this was a television episodes ranking of my favorite episodes within Star Wars TV, the Luke Skywalker episode, the Cad Bane episode, From the Desert Comes a Stranger, is one of my top 5 favorite episodes of anything in all of Star Wars, without question. Like, that might even be my second favorite episode of Star Wars TV of all time. I would have to go back through it. I love that episode. It is so much fun. Above that is Visions. I love a lot of Visions. If Visions was only the Ronin, this would be so much higher. There's a lot of great showcasing of art and artists in Visions. It's just as the way I consume Star Wars. I do like connected stories, and Visions does not have that, which is something that just brings it a little bit lower to me. Right above Visions is Tales of the right above Visions is Bad Batch. Very much, again, if we're talking about favorite episodes in Star Wars, Bad Batch has one of those episodes with the Crosshair episode. However, there's a lot of Bad Batch that I really enjoy, and I love the vibe of Bad Batch. It's just not a show that I go rewatch a lot, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I really need to go put that episode back on. Bad Batch deserves a rewatch from me expeditiously. Above Bad Batch is The Acolyte. The Acolyte, I am an Acolyte fan. Say what you will. Just once again, in terms of moments, there are a lot of great moments in Acolyte that I thoroughly enjoy. The Stranger is phenomenal. I think this show would be so much higher on my list if it did, or if it does end up getting a season 2. Above Acolyte for me is Skeleton Crew. I love Skeleton Crew. That show is such a love letter to Star Wars in that, like, post Return of the Jedi, Ewok Adventures, Droid, Saturday morning cartoons era of Star Wars that I really enjoy, as well as like a lot of EU books and a lot of the like the young readers stuff that Star Wars has done. I think a lot of that falls into Skeleton Crew, and I really enjoy that. Above Skeleton Crew is Tales of the Underworld. Cad Bane is my GOAT, and seeing Cad Bane's origins was phenomenal. The Asajj stuff is really great. And also, like, obviously Shadow Lord is phenomenal when you talk about animation, but right before that, we got Tales of the Underworld. And dude, watching that show is a buffet for the eyes from the Lucasfilm animation team, the Star Wars animation team. I love Tales of the Underworld. Right above Tales of the Underworld for me is Mando. That first season of Mando is phenomenal. And then going into the nostalgia I have for season 2 is great. There's a lot of season 3 that I like as well, but those first 2 seasons back to back, especially season 1, is great. Mando season 2 also has my favorite episode of Star Wars television ever, with the Jedi episode where Ahsoka Tano returns. That is my favorite episode of Star Wars television by a mile. Right above that for me is Andor. Andor is great. I'm a lot higher on season 2 than season 1 than a lot of people are. I know a lot of people prefer season 1 to season 2. I really loved season 2 of Andor. I thought it was great. There's a lot of storytelling that I like at that point, especially towards the end of Andor, getting to the A New Hope, getting to the Rogue One of it all, that I really enjoy. Right above Andor for me is Rebels. Rebels is a show that before I started doing content creation, that was a show that made me want to go on YouTube and learn more about Star Wars. I was already a Star Wars fan, obviously, but that was like the beginning of my like deep dive era of like wanting to understand more of the lore than I already did, especially because that show is such a great bridge between so many Star Wars projects and so many eras of Star Wars that I really enjoy it. Also, like, dude, the Ralph McQuarrie of it all, like, that show just looks fantastic. I love the stylization of that show. So Rebels is right there for me. Above Rebels is Tales of the Jedi. Dude, that show front to back is so much what I would want in Star Wars that I really love it. The Ahsoka stuff and the Dooku stuff. You could give me Tales of the Jedi every year and I would eat it up, because that show sets such a standard, not only for Star Wars animation, but for both of those storylines and the way that show is framed. Right above Tales of the Jedi for me is the Clone Wars. I love a lot of the Clone Wars. That's my childhood. I remember going to Walmart and finding those toys on pegs before even knowing that the show was coming out, then getting into it. And then 2020 hit with season 7. And like, dude, Siege of Mandalore, I have the final frame of the 332nd Trooper in the snow with Vader in the T-visor tattooed on my leg. Like, I love Siege of Mandalore. Ahsoka Tano is one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. I always say my 2 favorite characters are Luke Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano, and I refuse to pick. A lot of that is because of her character development in the Clone Wars. Above Clone Wars for me is Maul Shadow Lord. I say it all the time. Very rarely do we get anything in television that gives you exactly what you want from a show. Maul Shadow Lord was exactly what I wanted from that show, front to back. I cannot wait for season 2. I am a diehard Shadow Lord fan, and I'm such a fan of that team who created it. It is truly what Star Wars can be if every aspect of production and writing and everything that goes into Star Wars is firing on all cylinders, as well as just overflowing with passion. Like, that show is absolutely peak for me. And then right above Shadow Lord, it's my favorite television Star Wars show, Ahsoka. That series is right around that time when I was getting into Star Wars content. It's what made me want to do a face reveal and start talking about Star Wars on the internet. That show filled my cup so much at that time. And anytime I think about that show and the moments I love from that show, I go back and watch them. It gets better and better for me with each rewatch of any of those moments. Also, like, I don't think it's talked about enough how the score for Ahsoka that the Kiners did is incredible, dude. The music in that show is so good. The Akira Kurosawa of it all, the cowboy Western aspects. You know, you have Mando, who's more Western, and obviously season 1 is a lot more samurai Akira Kurosawa, but like the way Dave Filoni worked on Ahsoka season 1 was legendary in terms of what I love in Star Wars, and I'll watch anything if Ahsoka is in it. And the same reason I love the lore building in Rebels, it's exactly what I wanted built off of in the Ahsoka series, and I cannot wait for season 2. It is my favorite Star Wars television series. But yeah, that's my list. Bottom to top.
Look, we have
I'm glad that you guys are fellow Ahsoka enjoyers. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Oh dude, I've got the poster above me. Like, that's one of the only shows where I collected all of the Black Series figures. Like,
did you really?
Yeah, I love that show so much. I cannot wait for season 2.
Mm-hmm.
I trust me. I wish I could have put Ahsoka higher because of the exact same reasons that you listed. It was just like hard for me not to. I had to temper my nostalgia a little bit as well and be like,
yeah,
especially because like when Ahsoka came out, had you asked me, it would have easily been in my top 3. Like,
yeah,
but then like I kind of went back and simmered and stuff like that. But we need to create the top 5 for and Jacob has a say in this as well. We need to create a determined focus top 5, and Jacob is the force influencing us. So, what was everybody's top 5? Can we rattle off real quick?
Yeah,
sure.
My top 5, starting from 5, is Rebels, Tales of the Jedi, Clone Wars, Shadow Lord, Ahsoka.
Okay, go ahead. Well,
no, he was
No,
good.
That's my
he
5.
was just.
Oh, okay. I thought it was. I thought he said something else. Sorry, Grayson.
No, you're good.
Okay, my top 5 is. I had to make sure. My top 5 is Ahsoka. Well, I said it out of order. I'm gonna keep the same order. I'm gonna say Clone Wars, Maul Shadow Lord, Rebels. Wait, Bad Batch, Rebels, Andor. Sorry. Okay. I had it different, and then whenever I was reading it, I was like, no. I need to put this one above, like this one. Yeah. So I made it complicated for myself for no reason, but it's fine.
Okay.
That was my punishment for saying that Ochi sucked earlier. It's fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. My top 5 is this is from 5 up. Is Mando, Shadow Lord, Clone Wars, Andor, Rebels. So it sounds like I think that Clone Wars, Shadow Lord, and Rebels are all in everybody's top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ahsoka is at my 6 and at Jacob's like 5 or 6 and at your number 1. So I think Ahsoka has to be on there.
I do think so. Also, just because being it a determined focus list. Like I feel like that's like for both of us.
I figured now Andor is both in Jacob and I's top 5, but where is it out on yours? What number?
It's my 6.
Oh, okay. So how are now? Here's what I'm thinking on ranking wise. Where is Rebels at for you, Jacob? 2?
It's my number 2.
What is it for you, Will?
5.
So what if we did Rebels at 4, Ahsoka at 3, and then
would number 2 be like Clone Wars then?
Probably.
Like if we're
where was Rebels at for you?
For me?
Yeah.
Rebels is my 5.
Okay, so and Rebels is my 1 and okay, so I feel like it makes sense to have Rebels at 3 or 4 and then Ahsoka at 3 or 4. I would put Ahsoka probably over Rebels. So I think Ahsoka at 3, Rebels at 4. I would put honestly Shadow Lord.
I think Shadow Lord's at 2.
Probably. But then where does Clone Wars and Andor go? Clone Wars is my 3. Clone Wars what is Clone Wars for everybody?
Clone Wars is my 3.
What is yours, Jacob? What is it for you?
It's my 6th.
Oh, so maybe
fifth. Sorry, my bad. 5th.
So maybe Clone Wars is at 4. So maybe it's Clone Wars at 4, then Rebels. What if it was Clone Wars, Ahsoka, Rebels? I feel like that has to make the most sense, right? Clone Wars at 4, Ahsoka at 3, Rebels at 2. Now the question is Clone Wars at 5 or Andor at 5?
I think Andor's probably at 5.
I would say Andor.
What number was Andor for you, Will?
Andor was my 6.
What is it? And then what is in 4 right now?
Clone Wars.
Okay.
And that honestly, with what we're looking at right now, with the 5 that we're talking about, 5 is Andor, 4 is Clone Wars, 3 is Ahsoka, 2 is Rebels, and number 1 would be Maul Shadow Lord.
I feel like Rebels and Shadow Lord would flip, right?
I'm okay with that if Rebels is the number 1 and then Shadow Lord is number 2.
I think that makes the most sense. I think law of averages compiling in everybody, I think that would make the most sense.
Okay.
I'm cool. So, can you list it one more time?
Yeah. So at 5 is Andor, 4 is Clone Wars, 3 is the Ahsoka series, season 1, 2 is Maul Shadow Lord, and number 1 is Star Wars Rebels.
I think Clone Wars and Andor should flop.
So Andor at 4 and Clone Wars at 5?
I think so, because I
don't know, dude, because I'm just, dude, Siege of Mandalore carries.
I know, but I'm also just thinking of because Andor is so high for us, but I do think realistically Andor has to be over Clone Wars.
Oh, I'm cool with that.
If we were just doing Siege of Mandalore, that'd be number 1. You know?
Yeah. No. I can see that. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's where I think that's the good place to put it at.
Okay, so then number 5 is the Clone Wars. Number 4 is Andor. Number 3 is Ahsoka season 1. Number 2 is Maul Shadow Lord, and then number 1 is Star Wars Rebels.
As a compiled list between the 3 of us and our tastes, I'm cool with that.
I am cool with that as well. I'm cool with that.
That's a good list right there.
Done.
That was a 30-minute segment of how we got to that top 5. But yeah, someone brought up, they were like, I love how each list is different, some similarities, but overall different, and then different takes. And that's we wrap up. That's the fun part about it. And Jacob, thank you for coming on and bringing some of your takes and your light on these different subject matters. And and bumping Book of Boba Fett and Kenobi up because I had them so low. So,
Anytime. And thank you guys for having me on. It's been really fun just talking to you guys, and thank you so much.
Yeah, well, I will just we're waiting on the just let us know on what we owe on the Cybertruck, and if we get any complaints about the Now Hutta stink, it wasn't us.
Yeah,
it was just Crate Pod.
And I would like to say,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I would like to say there's almost 100 people watching right now, and we have been talking for 2 hours and 40 minutes with honestly little to no planning for this entire episode. So,
which is insane. Yeah,
we appreciate all of you who are listening or watching. Everybody in chat who popped in for this episode, thank you so much. Thank you to Jacob, who, if Jacob keeps popping up on Determined Focus, he might end up being a series regular for Determined Focus.
Listen, I would love nothing more. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Jacob, honestly, if you got Mondays free, doors always open, dude.
Doors open, dude.
Oh, thanks,
doors
guys.
always open.
I appreciate it.
All right, well, before we end, Grayson, do you have anything else?
I believe that is all I got. Please go follow Jacob on his. Do you want to plug your stuff real quick, Jacob?
Yeah, plug your stuff. Plug your stuff.
Sure, yeah. You can follow me on Twitter at JTimSuggs. You can follow me on Instagram at Lightspeed Skipping. I also have a TikTok. I don't really post there. Maybe I'll start posting there. I don't know. But you can also follow me and my co-hosts for our podcast. That's Just Crate at Just Crate Pod on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Twitter as well.
They're the best.
Perfect. Jacob, thank you for coming on. Seriously, happy to have you on anytime. I think that is going to do it for, like Will said, an episode that was supposed to be very bare bones, made it into a very fruitful episode. Thank you, all 97 of you, for watching. We appreciate you greatly. Have a great week. May the Force be with you, but more importantly, your focus determines your reality.
Bye-bye.
Always remember.